Let's go. Recap. Do it.
I have to do the intro.
Oh, sorry. Got excited.
Hello and welcome to the third episode of Rolling Reckless. Rolling Reckless 003, our D&D live play podcast. I'm your GM, Matt Eads, joined as always by Oliver.
Hello.
Jay.
Hi.
Kevin.
Hey.
P.
Hello.
And Amber.
Hi.
Sparkle.
Question mark?
Is it Sparkles?
Amber Sparkles.
Oh, I thought it was...
Sparkles?
I can't
Singular.
remember what it was.
I always thought it was Sparkles.
Sparkle,
with a Z.
no S.
Oh.
Yeah. Zed.
Whoa.
Two Zs.
Ooh, yeah, two Z's.
Wow.
That's how to appeal to the kids.
Sparkles.
Welcome back to our Dungeons & Dragons Live Play podcast, now on its own feed. If you're listening to this on the Talking Reckless feed, it's not going to show up there any longer. So
Nice.
go on iTunes or Spotify or Google Play or wherever you get your podcasts and find Rolling Reckless. We have our own feed for Dungeons and or Dragons. I think that's all I got to tell you. Our next game is going to be Sunday the 22nd at about 5 p.m. Mountain Standard. Our schedule's still a little hit or miss, so a week from the live recording today. I hope you can join us. I think that's all I have to say. Without any further ado, let's continue Rolling Reckless.
Yay.
What is that duct tape? get that out of here. Get that out of here.
You don't need it.
Duct tape? Everybody
Off
needs
camera.
duct tape.
Oh, no, it's not.
Put it right
It's totally on camera.
Whoops.
All right.
Why?
When last we gathered, the Syndicate, as you call yourselves, had begun to explore the depths beneath Cornspar. Sent to investigate a mysterious house, you found a strange complex underneath, with smooth bronze floors and strange white stone walls, and dirty oil lamps that sputtered into life as you entered. Inside, you encountered strange mechanical beings that attacked you as you approached. But you defeated them, causing vines to surge forward and entangle a good number of them. You managed to, without too much difficulty, dispatch them, and you continued to explore, eventually finding Arlith, the owner of the home, who was being kept prisoner here. You spoke with him a bit, but he seemed lost in some sort of a madness. It was difficult to get coherent thought out of him. You touched the chain around Arlith's neck, in spite of him frantically begging you not to, which became electrified, causing Turmeric to use his healing potion, or Holden used his healing potion to revive Arlith. He was able to tell you that by breaking open one of the... You would think of them almost as a vent that you saw earlier, that these mechanical beings were tumbling out of. By breaking that open, you could find that there was a basement to this place, which you did. You opened up call it a vent, and began the 350-foot vertical descent down the dark, smooth stone corridor. It was a very difficult climb, 350 feet, a very long way to climb a vertical rope. And there were several difficult parts of it where Loop fell once, someone narrowly caught him. Lily did fall, in the end falling 40 feet and crashing into Holden down in the basement. Holden and Turmeric were down here in this dark room, seeing just little bits of movement and the occasional blinding kind of phosphor white sparks causing you to blink stars out of your eyes. Not really sure what they were. Turmeric ran up to one to investigate what it was, and as he did, he saw a much larger mechanical being than the ones upstairs. This one's spherical, similar to the design upstairs, but it has 4 arms evenly spaced around it, 2 thin legs, each comprised each of a metal strut with their strange knees that go both directions, giving them this very strange up and down gait as they walk. And as Turmeric approached, the creature seemed to reconfigure itself. Its hands moving, becoming fast blurs, and when they stopped, there were blades where the hands had been. They seemed to have reconfigured themselves into weapons. And as the creature makes its way over to you, Turmeric, running now, the arms begin to rotate on the body, spinning on this stationary spherical body, creating this whirlwind of blades. Its large center eye unfixed and unmoving on you, Turmeric, as it slowly and unstoppably makes its way up to you through the detritus and the discarded remains of these mechanical beings that fill this space. So when we left off, Turmeric had just run in to investigate, noticed this creature was being attacked. Lily had just fallen 40 feet, Holden narrowly breaking her fall. Bryn and Loop were able to make their way down. So we are picking up as this creature takes its surprise round on Turmeric. So I need everybody to roll initiative. We're starting in combat today. Worth noting that Lily is very, very hurt after her fall.
Damn.
Can you do your thing, and then I'll get you to set the scene again. And I want you to describe how these things are too.
Sure.
Do your thing.
Sure. 25 to 20. 2015. 15 to 10.
14.
11.
13.
Okay, Holden's 14.
14.
Who's 13?
I am.
Bryn. 12.
12.
Lily.
11.
11. Was Turmeric.
I'm 10.
And Loop was 10. Wow.
Very
10, 11,
average.
12. Yeah. All the way up.
Amazing.
My second.
Yeah. So. Oh yeah, you gotta do your thing. God damn it.
I'm listening. Keep talking.
Yeah, so set the scene. Like, these things are flashing. What are like?
You had the sense of it was just you could notice movement with those of you who had dark sight. You did have a torch, and if you remember, you were throwing torches down, and they were vanishing. It seemed.
Yeah.
But you weren't sure what you were seeing. Just this very bright white phosphor burst of light, and kind of almost the sound reminds you of the chain upstairs, almost becoming electrified. This sort of static. But they're very, very brief. They're just these starbursts of just. And then you wouldn't notice any for a few minutes. You're not sure what they are because every time it would happen, you're sort of just blinking stars out of your eyes.
Yeah, and
And
so
you're not sure what these two far minis are. The only creature that you can see is this.
and that's the one that's sparking.
You've seen the sparks around the room. You would
Okay.
guess whatever's happening down here. Whatever the sparking is, they maybe are all engaging in, again, whatever that activity is. And this one that Tumor can see, it very closely resembles the one upstairs, just much bigger. Where they were little round, kind of goofy things. They only had the two arms fixed to the sides. They kind of resembled people almost. This one has 4 arms around its spherical body, much, much bigger. And the arms are spinning, rotating around. There's a big knife on the end of each one.
And so whereas the ones upstairs were little 2 foot, 3 foot creatures, these are.
This one is as big as it looks. This one is a little bit shorter that you would guess maybe 4 or 5 feet tall.
But they're definitely proportionate to humans or to regular people size. Regular size.
They're spherical.
Proportionate, like they're medium creatures, like
Yeah,
humans.
medium.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah they're not the little ones from upstairs.
And for the purposes of the not dark seers, when these things are not sparking, how does that work? Like
You guys do have torches down here.
Okay, yeah. Also, that how does torches work in as far as
Boy, so there is dim light. There are like different states of lighting.
yeah?
Dim light, you can't discern detail. There's just shades, kind of. It's dim light, and night vision works like dim light. So you know where they are. You know what their silhouette looks like if you don't have a torch.
So then, for the
But that's about
purposes of this combat, we just know where they are, and
As long as
we don't
there's a source of light.
we don't get any disadvantage.
No,
Good.
no,
Good to know.
not on attacks or anything. If you were trying to discern fine detail on it, you would. But
Just need to kill them.
Charwing.
all right, is everybody ready? Turmeric, you ready? Is this thing, its blade spinning,
I'm ready.
picking up speed as it just walks towards you? It like kind of reminds you of Grievous almost from the Star Wars movies, where it is just this stationary, unmoving body and these blades like spinning around as it basically just walks into your space. Amber's gonna have to be on mini duty again.
Okay.
And it attacks with 13 to hit.
Haha.
Oh, I'm
Yes.
sorry, 15 to hit. I lied. 15 to hit.
Aha, hit.
Sorry, I'm a liar. There are 3 blades. There are 3 blades coming at you. First one was the 15 that hits. The next one is a 17, which I'm guessing also hits. The third one is a 9.
No.
So 2 of these blades connect. Are you using your shield
Yes.
also? Okay. The first one sneaks past your shield for 3 points of slashing damage. And the next one hits you for 2 points of slashing damage.
So 5 in total?
Yes, as you do manage to get your shield in front of one of them, but it is you're not really sure how to defend against just this spinning onslaught of blades. As you get one out of the way, the other 2 are already flying around, and they 2 little cuts about thigh height on you. And now we're top of the round, where Holden goes first.
Right. So I just caught Lily. We're both on our asses.
Caught is a generous.
Yeah.
You slid under her and broke the fall.
Yeah. It's half my movement to get up.
Mm-hmm.
And then I say, all right, Lily, on your feet. Things about to get real bad. I only have 15 feet.
You only have 15 feet.
15 feet.
It is not difficult terrain down here or anything, but you are having to trudge through sort of ankle deep, just this graveyard of parts and pieces of these mechanical beings.
Okay, I am gonna just stay where I am and sort of wait for them to come a little bit closer.
Sure.
So I'm not doing anything.
Okay.
Okay.
You want to ready an attack in the event someone passes into melee range of you or something?
Yeah, because he totally could. All right. Yeah, just sort of ready an attack in case one of them gets into melee range of me.
Don't let me tell you how to play class. Bryn is up.
20. And get right behind. Right behind Turmeric, and I'm gonna touch him. Turmeric. Sorry. And I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on him. As long as you're willing, sir.
What does that do?
It's if you're not wearing armor, you get a magical force that surrounds you until the spell ends, which is 8 hours. Your base AC becomes 13 plus your Dex modifier.
14?
40.
Plus your shield.
Plus your shield.
Plus your barbarian unarmed
thing.
or unarmored ability. So basically, just take your AC as it is now and add 3 to it.
Okay, so 16
For 8 hours?
plus 2.
Holy shit! Does it?
Yeah, plus 2 with shield.
And it definitely
So
stacks
20?
with the barbarian thing.
I don't
Or
see why it wouldn't.
I don't know if it does. It just says it ends when the creature puts on armor.
Crazy strong.
So
Yeah.
Let's see.
I was just wondering if
I'm
it
looking at
stacks.
armor defense right now.
It doesn't say that it doesn't stack, but
Because your AC right now with your unarmored
is 10.
defense is 10.
Well, you're not
plus-
wearing any armor. Your armor class equals 10. Well, so now there are two conflicting things that say equals this plus that.
does that not work?
I was thinking if it turns my base AC,
It says-
base AC would be 10, and because I have unarmored, that's plus 3, so my AC is 13. So
Yeah.
if you change my base AC to
13
I would just plus 3 for my unarmored.
What's your
Kind of legit.
plus
So
your
it'd be
Dex.
16.
Plus your Dex modifier.
Mage armor would
Okay.
both of them set your base AC, so mage armor would supersede unarmored defense. Basically, mage armor leaves no room for the second stat for unarmored defense. You would not be able to apply the second stat. Again, this is all just house ruling, but that kind of makes sense to me. Yeah, there's a lot of questions about how they stack. I'm gonna say they don't flat stack.
What does that mean?
Plus 3, just a flat plus 3 AC from a level 1 spell for 8 hours, like literally forever for 8 hours is exceptionally powerful. So
Don't feel bad. That's your ability.
That's
Don't let
my
him.
ability,
still good.
though.
Don't let him take you down.
It says your target base AC, so whatever your base was.
Well, I'm
would
gonna say that
become-
mage armor counts as wearing armor then, and he
Yeah.
can't use his unarmored thing.
Yeah, just
Well,
the
basically
way,
what I'm
the way the
saying. The way it
unarmored
says-
defense
it
is worded,
says-
it makes sense
yeah,
that
it
it would
says-
eliminate itself.
Yes, and they both say set your base AC.
Oh, I see.
So you can use one or the other.
Yes.
So it'd be 13
Which
either
one
way.
would be better?
It's the
Mage
same.
armor is still better, I think,
Is
because it
it?
would be 13 plus your dex plus your shield, which would be 16 total.
What are you getting right now?
He's only at 13.
Oh,
at
13.
13.
Okay, yeah,
Plus your
yeah.
shield.
Yeah, so it will increase by
15,
1,
so
which is
yeah.
still very good for a level 1 spell.
So it'd be 16 now
Yeah, while you have mage armor.
Well, it's something.
with my shield, so 16.
Yeah. Just put like mage armor, and so you don't forget your regular. It's good.
Yeah.
He needs that.
Yeah.
I know.
He doesn't
That's
have
why
a, he doesn't
I
have
gave it to
a,
him.
he doesn't have a shirt.
I gotta.
Pretty confident.
Doesn't have a
Wings.
shirt. That reminds me, I need to spell.
So you have mage armor. Brenna's put her hand on your shoulder. And this.
Do I feel anything?
I believe in you.
I don't know. Does he feel anything?
Yeah,
Yeah.
what is it like?
It just feels like a tingling sensation as I put my hand on your shoulder. It starts to tingle and it moves throughout your body.
ASMR tingles.
Yeah.
Asthma?
Should have it
Yeah.
like Iron Man, where things come like spectral things.
Oh yeah.
That's cool.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. Okay, let's do that.
It's your magic.
It's up to you.
Sure. Let's do that. Just like all this mage armor. Just
After Bryn after Bryn, the one that attacked Turmeric goes again.
What? That's son of a gun.
Three attacks coming in. First one is a 19 to hit.
Oh,
gosh.
Second one is an 11 to hit,
no.
and third one is a 6 to hit.
No.
So one of them hits you for 3 points of slashing damage as the blade comes around. And as the other two are making their way around, you do get your shield in front of one of them, where it clangs off the shield and kind of throws this top, almost the spinning top of an enemy off balance. And as the third one comes in, it goes to strike an unprotected area of you, but as it goes to hit, you watch as this green kind of phantasmal force, which is always a little bit visible around you, this almost mist, it coalesces, and it seems to catch the strike, where there's this green glow underneath where the knife is trying to saw your leg off. And now
That mage armor, though.
this one in the top left goes. It's going to move... It's going to have to double move, hey? It's going to double move towards Turmeric, and it's going to plant itself right here.
6, 1, 2, 3, 4. Has 2 more squares.
It's just going to stay there.
It needs to.
And this one similarly is going to double move also towards Turmeric. Oops, no roll for that.
Come at me!
Oh, sorry.
And as they approach, you can see that these creatures are all three of them unique. Where this one with the 4 spinning arms is a sphere. The one that is coming in, Turmeric, from your left, as you hear it trudging
This
through
one?
all these discarded bones of these robotic creatures, appears to be a pyramid.
Ooh.
Need that one.
And you can see it has 2 arms. Again, one of them ends in a knife.
What about this one?
This one appears to be a cube, similar to the one upstairs, but it is a bigger. The one upstairs was this kind of bisected, almost like 2
Right.
rectangles on top of each other. This one is just a big, solid metal cube with a massive eye. Each of them have that single giant eye in the center, and the mouths with the all too human teeth in them. Next is Lily. You
Okay.
just fell 40
get up.
feet onto Turmeric.
Holden
What the
half.
heck?
I'm sorry, Holden.
I'm gonna stand up.
Sure.
And I'm holding my back because I am hurting. That hurts so bad.
Just gotta lean on her.
Because
I'm sore.
You got 15 feet of movement left. Well, half your speed, which I assume is 30.
And my action would be me standing up, correct?
Nope.
No, I
just
still
half
haven't.
your movement. to stand
Okay,
up.
okay. I'm gonna move 15 feet.
like-
That would get to where you are, Bryn, kind of behind you.
Mhm.
And I think I'm gonna take the healing potion.
Sure.
I don't know.
Do it.
What are you at?
Do
Probably
it.
a good idea.
Why wouldn't you?
You're at what, 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to.
I just feel so bad.
Why? You bought it
Oh my
for that.
gosh.
Everybody except Turmeric
Two,
can use a
two.
healing potion.
2?
Plus 2.
Can't even see.
4 plus 2, so 6.
So 6?
6 points.
6 points?
Dang.
After Lily is Turmeric.
After getting
You're surrounded.
hit so many times, I'm gonna rage out.
The man rages.
Don't hit me.
And I'm gonna swing at this guy.
Sure. Attack him recklessly.
Mm-mm.
It's up to you.
Kinda.
Remember, you attack with advantage, but you get attacked back at advantage.
Sure. Sure.
Okay. Are you and you still have your shield up, right?
Yep.
Thank you.
Today I die.
No. Today's a day for glory.
14 plus proficiency, 16 plus strength, 21.
Is a hit.
Something.
20 something's a hit.
29, 19.
19.
19 still a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
D8. 5 plus anything?
Strength.
5 plus 3, 8 plus 2 for my rage.
Okay.
Is
10?
A lot of damage.
10.
Yeah.
Shit.
Holy.
Damn.
The training gloves are off now.
Shit. No more screwing around. 10 points of damage. As you bring your sword down, you're kind of aiming for one of the 4 arms, and you bring your sword down to cut through the one, and the momentum of the other arms carry like 3 more of it into your blade. So 3 of these arms just basically cut themselves off on your sword. And you can hear they go flying into the pile. Just more of these discarded pieces down here.
Nice.
It looks pretty banged up. You can see a couple little sparks emanating from where you cut its limbs off.
Awesome.
Anything else?
I think that's all I can do.
After Turmeric is Loop.
So big.
So I can get right in between, like right directly. Yeah, that's exactly where, and then over one more as well, because I have 40 feet
Over here?
towards map 1.
Right in there.
Right there?
Yeah.
Right there?
Yep.
Right in between the 2. And I will attack the same one. Actually, I guess I will attempt to recharge my web, which I do. And then I attack the same one that
This one.
Turmeric attacked.
Sure. Loop is
my-
a giant spider.
With my fangs, my spider fangs.
Do we see
Scared
Luke
again.
come down as a spider? Or we just like,
yeah.
holy shit, a spider.
20.
20's a hit.
Tell us?
20's a
Okay.
hit.
Oh yeah, he used his message.
So
And you
it
can-
takes 5 piercing damage as my fangs
Okay.
break through its metal. And if they are not immune to poison, they must take a Constitution saving throw.
Suck on it.
I would think they are. Yeah, double
Said
check.
robots.
Double check.
What if you bite their eye?
Oh yeah, there's still biology in there.
I
An eyeball.
They could get pink eye.
Ooh,
think
the worst of the poison.
A little bit of pink eye.
Pink eye.
doesn't say they're immune to poison, which seems odd, but
Yeah, because if they're a robot.
it doesn't say they're immune to poison, so I guess they're not immune to poison.
The eyeball can get.
Constitution saving throw, DC 11.
Hey, what does DC stand for?
Difficulty class.
There you go.
Difficulty class. Oh, that was difficulty check.
Could be difficulty check. I don't really know. The D is definitely difficulty.
One or the other.
Yeah, no, they're not immune to poison. That seems crazy, but
All right, DC 11 Constitution saving throw.
we went right to the book on that one. Fails.
Fails. So it takes an additional 11 poison.
Wow.
As your fangs sink into it, there's a moment where the arm, just the fangs piercing the metal, that arm stops moving. And after a second, this green, viscous venom starts to, you can see it dripping out of where the arms have been cut off as this thing falls backwards. And seems to be dead.
Bloop.
You can hear it kind of sizzling on the ground. And it's worth noting, when Loop made his way over to this thing, you couldn't even really see Loop as much as you just saw like pieces of these things as he's scurrying through them, all flying up. After Loop is the last person that I can't read.
Holden?
Holden.
Holden's top of the
Holden's top of the
rotation.
round. Oh, there's one more.
Oh.
Oh no, they all went. We're good.
Yeah, these guys double moved.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're all good.
Holden.
Everything's all fine.
Top of the round.
Top of the morning to you.
That's me.
Yep.
Okay,
Ram.
I see this guy who I have my eye on run over to over here, so I also run over,
Sure.
which is Almost full
10,
movement.
15, 20, 25. Yeah, that's 25 right there.
And intercept him before he can attack. And I jump and I smash him one-handed
Sure. Roll attack.
With your shield?
with my shield.
This is the smallest of the three. The cube.
8. 19. 11, 12, 13?
To hit
Yeah.
is not enough. As you bring your shield down, you're just hitting a big metal box. You kind of hit it on the corner, and it's punk. Doesn't seem to have any effect.
Bloody hell.
Anything else?
So, that's all I can do. Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It does turn on its weird little legs. You watch as what you would think of as the hip joint kind of rotates as this cube like looks over at you, having hit it. After holding his Bryn.
I'm going to cast Magic Missile.
Sure.
I will do 2 on this guy and 1 on this guy.
Sure.
I don't need to. I just deal damage, right?
Yep. Yeah, they always hit.
4 plus 1. So 2.
2 on the big guy.
Wait, hold on. 1. No, sorry. 3 on the big guy.
Okay.
4 on the big guy.
Okay.
And then the last one, 3 on the little one.
Okay.
And that's all I'm gonna do.
Sure. After Bryn are the machines.
Don't trust them.
Holding the one that's facing you, as it turns to look at you, simultaneously you watch as its arm goes down and reaches into the debris that you've been trudging through. And it seems to come back up with another arm. And you watch as it sticks it onto itself. And the hand goes over. You see this very bright flash of sparks as it seems to weld an arm to itself. And it quickly reaches and grabs another one. And bolts 2 arms onto itself, along with some other pieces, as it seems to have built itself up, constructed itself bigger and more dangerous.
Oh.
Well, that's not good.
He just taunted you right in your face.
And you watch now as the 4 arms around the center of the cube, much like the one you dispatched, start to rotate in this whirlwind of blades. And it's going to attack you, Holden, as these 3 blades come in. First one's a CX.
No.
How about a 7?
Nay.
How about a 17?
17 hits.
You take 4 points. Oh, slashing damage as this knife
Okay.
makes it through your defense. The other machine, similarly, you watch as it reaches down and it sticks another arm onto itself, giving it a total of 3, much like... you get the sense that they're kind of stepping up. As the top one falls, it seems like they are adding pieces to themselves to fill the ranks, almost. And this one does the same. Bolts another arm onto itself. And is going to attack... Turmeric still? I suppose? With just 2 attacks. First one is an 11.
With advantage.
Yes.
With advantage.
With advantage.
That's cocked. First one is 11. The second one is 17.
Hit. But I got resistance to slashing, piercing, and
Okay.
bludgeoning.
So just half. You just half the damage. You take half the damage.
Tough.
Yeah, you do manage to block the one with your shield, but the other arm. This one, it's not spinning. It's more fighting. It's a very strange fighting style where it is like these rapid. If you remember from upstairs, it's these like rapid stabs where it's just like stab, 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 stab. And you do get it kind of stabs you twice for 2 points of piercing damage, or pardon me, slashing damage, but halved.
So, just 2?
You take 1 total.
Oh.
2 total damage, but you have resistance. After Turmeric is Loop.
I didn't go yet.
That was them attacking.
Oh, I'm
Turmeric.
sorry. After them is Lily.
It's me?
Yeah, I do that a lot.
So this little guy here is one of them, right? Or is this
That's
one?
me.
The dwarf man. Yeah, we don't have great minis, unfortunately. But
Just
you
attack.
want-
that one now has 4 arms,
After you
which
save
are
her life.
doing the whirlwind
Yeah,
of
this
death.
one.
And
This
the
guy's
other
dead.
smaller one has 3 arms,
Oh, I don't want to get it.
and is
Get him.
just giving it to Turmeric.
Get him.
Get him.
Yeah.
Get
Yeah,
that.
okay.
What's the range on your
Your
My
whip.
whip?
your cat to 9 tails?
I don't know. Oh, I'm stuck. I think it's 10 feet.
10
Should be, yeah.
foot?
So yeah, I have 10.
Dang.
Move here. Boom.
Ooh, can I cast my right on my whip?
Yeah.
It's a fucking lightning whip.
Sure.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Okay, maybe I'll do that because I don't want to get too close.
1d4 slashing
Do you want to move up
damage,
1?
but has reach.
Because that's 5,
And also
10.
has lightning.
here,
And would be able to lightning.
hit it, right?
You can, even if you move right here.
That's what I mean. If you move right here, you should be
And I
able to
can hit
hit
it.
5, 10.
Okay, sure.
As well as when determining
lines.
your reach for opportunity attacks. Did you know that reach also worked on opportunity attacks?
Only if it specifically says it does.
Any weapon with the reach, that is the wording on the reach keyword. Any weapon with the reach keyword has. So your lance from last game would also attack from 10 feet. Attack of opportunity from 10 feet. The more we know.
Wasn't even a lance.
more of a
Halberd,
glaive.
whatever. Spear.
Does that mean my quarterstaff can reach 10 feet?
No, it doesn't have reach.
Quarterstaff is like
But it's like big.
no,
it's a
that's
quarter.
a quarter.
It's not 10. It's not 10 feet long.
From the very end.
Attacking with your whip.
Should I? Yes.
Yeah.
It's up to
Yes.
you.
Do it.
Should do something,
Try it out.
definitely.
What's whip? It's slashing?
It's what Indiana Jones uses.
No, but the damage.
No,
Probably,
what is a
probably
whip?
would be slashing.
Slashing?
Yeah,
Let's check right
slashing.
now.
Simon Belmont.
I'd say it'd be piercing.
But these guys are
Piercing.
metal.
Yeah, because those whips.
You've
pierce.
noticed the swords and fangs, and you haven't noticed any.
Okay, I'm gonna try. Okay, yes. Okay,
Why?
we're just gonna do it. I'm gonna
Slashing.
Your
fucking cut my
crimson right. Yeah.
Shit.
There you go.
ignite my right on my
Sure.
whip,
Yeah.
and then try to aim
You're like
for
holding
this
this
guy's.
coiled up lasso of lightning,
Yes.
basically.
I'm gonna try to hit this guy kind of in the eye. I'm
Sure.
hoping to get his eye.
Go ahead and roll an attack.
That would be cool if I could.
As you unleash this lightning whip, did you remember to take your hit points down? Max hit points for the right?
I'm going to.
Are these
I get
vulnerable
6.
to
Okay,
lightning?
hold on.
Them being robots?
I don't know. Have you hit them with lightning before?
I don't know.
Oh my god!
Apparently
It's a
not.
natural one.
Apparently not.
It's critical.
Natural one. Roll a recovery.
So we'll roll
It's
again.
like shooting a bow, you know. That whip end could go anywhere.
It's true.
Hit yourself in the eye.
We like
Time
recovery
to
rolls.
fly fishing.
Okay, what am I adding here?
Just what's the roll?
11 is
Yeah.
the roll.
Okay. You hang on to your whip. You don't lose your whip.
Okay.
But you do. It kind of catches it on one of the arms, and there's a moment where, because the arms are spinning, as you unleash this lightning whip,
Ooh,
there's a
probably
huge
gets
crack of
stinged.
thunder as it's this of thunder, and it kind of gets wrapped up around one of the arms just as it's spinning, and you have to kind of fight it for a sec, and you do manage to get it free, but it was close. After Lily's turmeric.
I'm gonna turn around and hit the pyramid guy
Sure.
with a reckless. Not a reckless. What is it called? Reckless attack.
Sure.
Ooh. 11 plus 16.
16 is the total.
Yeah, 16 total.
Is enough.
Yes! My D8. 5 plus 3 plus 2 for my rage is 10.
10 points of
Holy
damage.
smokes.
Again.
Freaking out.
It's only half that dice.
Yeah. As you have a longsword, right?
Yeah.
As you bring your longsword down, you just manage to get through its guard. You just basically stab your sword into this metal being, and it pierces right through it. It does manage to pull itself off. It still is. You can see some sparks emanating from where you dealt damage, but it does still appear to be on its feet. After Turmeric is Loop.
I will attack the one that is directly beside me. Is that the smaller of the two?
This one?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
This
no.
one. No,
That's the-
he's.
That's the big one.
That's
This is the
big
small
one?
one.
This is-
Okay.
That's a big
Yeah,
one.
I'll attack the pyramid
Okay.
with my fangs.
Fangs of glory.
13.
It's not enough.
That's it.
They don't seem to pierce this time. For me. They bounce off the metal of its pyramid body. After Loop is top of the round. Holden.
No, I didn't get to go. Did you skip me?
You magic missile.
Magic missile?
Yeah, you
Oh, yeah,
magic
I did.
missile.
Oh, I got
Did you
too
magic
excited.
this last time?
That's
I don't
what
think
I
you
thought.
did.
I don't
No,
think
you
I
did
went.
not.
You gave me
last
my
time.
armor.
No, I
the
know.
first
That
one.
was the first round.
Yeah,
And then you
Oh,
magic
yeah.
Then you
missile.
magic
Right,
missile.
right. Okay, yeah.
And then they
Sorry.
went, and then Lily Turmeric Loop. I think we're good. I think it's
Yeah,
Holden's
we're
turn.
good. We're good.
Okay. I'll be squaring up against the little one, and because I sort of missed that last blow, I sort of, I square up, and I take a shot at it with my shield.
Sure. As these arms are whipping around.
There you go, that's a hit. 19, 20, 21.
21's it.
Actually, it's like 24, actually.
It's still a hit. Still a hit, turns out.
D8. I'm trying to think, 8?
The diamond.
four, the
hard,
square.
hard diamond.
Yeah.
What is a hard diamond?
It's not the soft diamond of the D10.
Soft. They all feel the same to me.
That's 3 damage.
3 whole points?
Yeah, and I'm gonna action surge and do another.
Sure.
Do I have to roll for that? I have to roll, right?
For the
For the hit?
attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just another action.
Yeah, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
17's it?
Okay. So the good one, 2, and the second one hits for 7.
Damn, so that's 10 points of damage total?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Describe your shield.
What's the expression on your shield?
Laughing.
Sure.
Yeah.
As you bring your shield down initially, you crack it down on the whirling arms, and you bend a few of them, where they all kind of they're still going around, but you can hear you can hear them now as they kind of move faster on one side, and then they grind and move faster on one side, and then that second punch, you sock it in the eye, and it fucking wheels way back. Seems to be pretty off balance. Still standing. The arm's still going around, albeit slowly, and with no small amount of grinding. That was hold. Next is Bryn.
I'm gonna cast Chill Touch on this big guy.
Sure.
Come on. Oh, that's totally cocked. Let's take these out. Ooh, for 10?
10 is not a hit.
Man.
That's all I'm gonna do.
Yeah, as you do touch it, but you just watch as the cold spreads and seems to dissipate over its metal body.
To work on that chill touch.
Yeah, I know. It hasn't
After
been
Bryn
panning out
is
for
they.
Got the magic touch.
They're gonna keep attacking Turmeric. They're not the brightest creatures, you get the sense. First one is the spinning death trap with 3 attacks. First attack is an 8.
They're all at advantage.
Right, I always forget. First attack is a 16.
That's exactly what you need.
Second attack is also a 16.
Uh-oh.
Third attack hits too. Third attack is, I guess it might crit. 21.
I should have protected. Damn it.
As these 3 blades, you turning around to face the other one, you can feel the 3 knives cut the back of your thighs.
Are they all slashing?
They are,
Yeah,
yeah.
you got slashing. You don't need protection.
First one for 5 points of damage.
So what's half of? Is that a point? Point 2?
No.
2.5?
What is it? Round
not.
it down.
I'll look it up. We'll see if we
Round it
round in
down.
favor of the DM or not.
There's 2.
Next one is 4 points of slashing damage. And
So
the
that's
final
2.
one is another 5 points of slashing damage.
2. 2, 4, 6.
So you took what, 14 total points of slashing damage?
No,
I don't know, I broke
6.
them all in half.
5, 5.
5, 4, and 5. 14.
So you
14,
take
that's
7 points.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
I see.
But we do need to know. I think Kev's looking it up right now.
I'm pretty sure it's rounded down. Everything's usually rounded down. I'm not a game master.
You mean a dungeon master?
Same.
Yeah,
Same.
we say game master. We're very inclusive here.
Okay, alright.
We'll get a rules call on that. After them is the big one, who is also going to keep attacking Turmeric as the knives.
You always round down.
Okay,
Okay, how many attacks does this guy have? 2? Okay.
You've seen him make 2.
Okay. Sure, whatever.
Are you doing anything?
Yes.
What are you doing?
Protection.
Is what?
Just disadvantage on one, so
Okay,
it's just a regular
so straight roll on
Yeah.
the first one. Okay,
Saving those for the
which is
ladies.
a 1.
It was a 1.
Next one. Well, it would have had advantage though, so who knows? Who knows? The second attack is a 17
Hit.
because it has advantage, and it gets through for another 5 points of slashing damage. Rounded to 2.
So rounded to 2.
Yes, as you turn around, just these 3 knives like start cutting the back of your legs, trying to make you fall. Next is Lily.
Is it this one that's doing that? All that damage? This one here?
Well,
that's the one that has the 3
right?
attacks.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to hit it again with my whip. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, my whip of lightning. That's better. So what am I adding? It's a 16.
Plus
My
Proficiency. Would it be strength on a whip?
probably
Dex.
Dex on a whip. That's the one I'm not sure of. You do hit regardless of the stat. Go ahead and roll damage.
whip.
Finesse, so you can use whichever you like, strength or dex.
No, not that one. 1d4. Okay.
Plus your lightning.
Plus your lightning.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Damage right, or what is it?
To yes,
Crimson
my
right.
right, which is a
I
d4.
think so.
Yep.
Yeah.
You need another
Whip is a
D4?
d4. Yes.
El Diablo.
Zap it. She's rolling reckless
5.
out of the box.
Plus your
7.
7 points of damage.
7. Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
As you hit it, there's another thunder crack where this lightning whip makes this. It looks like a little spark, but especially down in this smooth stone room, the boom is huge and like echoing back, and you watch as lightning arcs across this cuboid body of this creature, still standing.
Ooh.
After Lily's turmeric.
I'm gonna attack that small one again.
Sure.
So after I stab the other guy, I'm gonna take it out and spin around and hit the other guy.
One smooth motion as
Yeah.
you wheel back around.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Recklessly. Rolling it.
Fucking
For
brutal.
very low. 10.
Is a miss. Just kind of in your rage and on instinct alone, not really knowing where it is behind you, you turn around and bring your longsword down, and you're just an inch off to the side.
Darn.
After turmeric is Loop.
Bitey bitey.
Nam.
25.
Is a hit.
23.
Still a hit.
Still a hit. For 7 piercing damage.
Damn.
And a DC 11 Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, the poison.
It does make the save this time.
Alright, so nothing else.
It was how many points of damage, sorry?
7 piercing.
7 piercing. Okay.
That's a big spider.
That's a big bite.
Yeah, this one is starting. This one you can hear odd like chirps and the sound of grinding, and it sounds like machinery going wrong. And you can see a bit of smoke emanating from the puncture holes where Loop's fangs have gone through. But it does continue to attack.
Good grief.
After Loop is Holden.
Smash. How is that one looking right now? The little one.
The big one?
Little one.
Little one?
Was the cube one?
This one?
Cube one, yeah.
Pretty beat up. It has electricity kind of arcing across its body, and the arms are like going around with a and then they make it through and they come back.
I'm gonna drop the torch from my other hand. I'm gonna take it two-handed and pound it to the ground.
Sure. Go ahead and roll a two-handed attack.
12.
12 is not enough. As you drop the torch, it doesn't go out, but as it kind of falls into the debris and the detritus, it's dark. You go, you just bring your shield down, and based on the parts that go flying, you get the sense you missed and came down on the floor. After
Shit.
holding his Bryn.
I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost on this one.
Sure.
Oh, come on. Oh, yeah, 17.
17's a hit.
What do I need?
Finish 'em.
Finish. 4, 6,
6.
and your speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of your next turn.
Okay.
Or you just die.
As the frost spreads across its body, it is moving noticeably slower, but it still jerkily continues to fight itself, fight for itself. After Bryn is them. They're just gonna keep attacking Turmeric. You very much get the sense of these kind of single-purposed,
They don't like
not very
you.
bright machines. 3 attacks. First one.
Protection.
Okay, on the first one.
Yeah.
Okay, first one is a miss. 6. And he's all advantage now. That's a 21, but my crit. 21. And third attack is 15? 15's not enough, right?
Nope.
So one of them makes it through as the 3 blades come flying in. You take 4 points of slashing damage.
Broken in half.
Yep. As long as you're raging, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Holy.
And the next one from behind is going to try to stab at you twice. Something's got to give. That's a hit. That's a 19.
Yeah.
And the second one. Only one of them hits. As you take another 3 points of slashing damage.
So is that breaking down to 1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As these little, just like death by 1,000 cuts. No matter where you turn from behind, there's always these little series of cuts that hit you.
Good.
Are you still conscious? What are you at?
3.
Damn. After is Lily.
Okay. I'm gonna go again, hit this guy, but I'm gonna. I don't really know because we haven't done it yet, but I'm gonna do my blood curse.
Sure,
So
your blood malady.
yeah, so if I hit,
Wait a second.
then that's
I don't think
doubled.
you have that yet.
Yep.
Yeah, level 2.
Level 2.
I haven't used it yet.
Oh, why haven't we been using that? You should have done that.
You should do it literally every single round all the time because there's no drawback.
We also talked about that.
Sorry.
Maybe she has a story reason for it. She doesn't like
Okay,
using
maybe.
it, all right?
Maybe.
Is there a
I have a
story?
reason why I don't have magic right now.
Okay, good. Yes. Do you? Which curse? Bind it? No.
Marked. So I choose an enemy, which is that guy. All right damage I deal is doubled.
Yes. So you should always use it.
Absolutely.
If you want to
guys.
remember, you can also
Sorry, beginning.
amplify. You can also amplify. That makes them lose resistance. So if you think this is
But
resistant
I
to lightning,
take damage
But you
if
also
I
do.
amplify.
you're right. You take damage,
Yes.
but it is an option.
Yes. Okay.
But you would not, based on what you've seen, you probably wouldn't think these are resistant to lightning.
Wait!
I was so nervous.
It fell 100 feet.
As she starts like muttering some. Does anyone else speak Infernal? Probably not.
I think I do.
No.
I do.
You recognize a little bit of the Infernal as she starts muttering her blood curse.
Tell us how it looks.
I don't know. I'm just gonna talk gibberish. Put my hands little.
You watch the lightning on the whip. What'd you roll?
Bryn's kind of
hold on.
like, why is she talking gibberish?
And as she is, the lightning on the whip, which is just a few odd errant kind of sparks
know
that
if
seem to
it's
skitter down its length.
Proficiency plus your
15. Is it
On the little one,
on the little baby one? Yeah.
it's just enough.
Yes.
As these few
my
errant
gosh.
sparks, it basically becomes this. You can't see the whip anymore. It is more lightning than it is whip at this point.
Okay.
Sexy.
Can I use your D4 and can
Here.
I need another
There.
D4 too.
Oh, there's another one.
Sweet.
Ooh,
default.
does that count as a roll?
No, these are J's. I forgot mine today.
Can I use your other one?
Another one?
Yeah, I think it's 3.
Yeah,
Holy
1 for the whip
smokes.
and 2 for the lightning.
Yes.
Dang.
It's
yep,
double.
Yep, same thing.
Yeah.
Or
Same thing.
that's okay?
Yep. Double or rolling
Double or-
twice is
yeah,
exactly the
sure.
same.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm gonna drop it.
Oh, I see a 4.
4, 5, 6, 7.
And then
Combat music. Fuck.
Yeah.
I think we went through the whole playlist. 9 points of damage.
9? Yes, 9.
Do the job I couldn't do.
Is enough to take that one down. As the whip wraps around it, you pull it back and kind of lock the whip onto it, and the lightning just. You get the sense it's cooking this thing, and eventually you can hear the eyeball seems to pop,
Yeesh.
and it falls backwards. And it is Turmeric's turn.
Does it cost an action to put my shield away?
Nope.
Oh no.
No. I think it's a.
I think it's a bonus
action.
to put away weapons.
I think it is your
or
bonus
weapons
action.
and draw weapons.
We'll call it a bonus for now. I'll double check.
Well, I'm gonna put my shield away and I'm
Sure.
gonna spin around and double hand the other one
Sure.
with an upward slash.
Go ahead and roll.
All recklessly.
It takes 1 action to don or doff a shield, apparently. According to
Or,
PHB 146.
Maybe I'll just keep the shield.
You can drop it. You can drop it on the ground. You just gotta remember to pick it back up after.
Okay. And that's a
It's free action to drop a weapon. Yeah.
Okay, I'll drop my shield.
Okay.
You are reckless.
Shield with a shield attached to it.
Yeah, that little fish person shield still.
13 plus 5, 18.
18 is enough. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yay!
And
Yay,
this
get
is a
it.
D10.
Why?
Because it's
The hard diamond.
two-handed.
No, that's a
No, that's a
D8.
soft diamond.
No, that's right.
This is a hard diamond.
Oh,
Look
sorry,
how hard it
D8.
is. It's holding
Yeah.
a knife.
No. Let's roll.
What is that?
9.
9 plus my rage is 2.
11 points of damage.
Plus modifier?
Yep.
Plus strength,
Yeah.
plus
3.
proficiency, isn't
No,
it?
not on damage for proficiency.
Oh, yeah, sorry. So
Just strength, right?
Yeah.
So,
For a total of
14?
Yes.
14.
14.
14. As you turn to attack that one, you notice as soon as that other one fell, this one, like before, has reached down and is in the process of putting things onto itself, and you can hear the sparking as it's rebuilding itself. It just gets itself finished as you turn around and cut into it for 14 points of damage. You can see now it has 4 arms, where before it had 3, and has bolted much bulkier pieces onto itself. 14 damage.
Yes.
It's still a lot. You still take a big chunk out of it with your sword.
Nice.
Math is hard. After turmeric is Loop.
I'm going to attempt to web it.
Sure.
Ooh.
With a 7.
It's just an attack, right?
Yes.
It's not enough. Yeah, it's just a you're still out of web juice from all the webbing you had to do earlier. Trying to catch people and
I
stuff
thought I
upstairs.
had recharged it, but I guess not.
You should have drank some orange juice.
Pineapple juice.
Cranberry Rattler is good for that too.
Anything else, Loop? That's you. Next is Hold. There's one left. You've heard and seen the sparks of it welding these pieces onto itself.
Yeah, and that's happening behind me. And as soon as Lily downs the other one, I just turn around and double hit or double axe handle or shield handle the one behind me for 13.
It's not enough.
Fuck.
As the shield comes down, it's tough to get into. There's so many people around. It's tough to get into the space. You just come up a little short. As you bring the shield down, like miss it by an inch. After holding his Bryn.
I will attempt a Ray of Frost again.
Sure.
Yeah, finish it.
12.
12 is not a hit. No, as the cold just dissipates over the metal body.
Oh, jeez.
Now does this thing's turn.
Stronger.
And you watch as these 4 arms, they aren't rotating on this one, which has the pyramid body, but you watch as these 4 arms, each with a knife on the end, kind of make their way into this like 90-degree configuration where they're going to start stabbing away at turmeric.
How many?
It's going to take its first attack. Would you like to do anything?
Protection on the second attack.
Assuming it takes more than one attack.
Yeah.
That's risky business.
I'm assuming it.
Cast a spell.
I'm assuming
Okay,
it.
first attack is a 19, which hits. Second attack, it wouldn't matter for that one.
Yeah.
That one was too high. Anyways, second one does miss. As that attack is coming in, the shield that Holden missed with, you kind of pull it up at an angle and it fling, knocks one of the blades away. The third attack is a 15, which is not enough, right?
It should be now because I dropped my shield.
Oh, you're right. Okay, third attack hits.
Shoot.
Yeah, you're at 14.
And then you're surprised when a fourth attack, when the fourth arm stabs forward,
It went on third.
which is a not natural 20, which will also hit. So that's 3 hits you take. I need my D4 back.
Oh,
It's right,
it's right here.
Oh, thank you. First one is 2 points of slashing damage,
Shit. Shit.
5 points
Yeah.
of slashing damage.
It's down.
Okay, so you go down. Oh wait,
I have endurance.
wait. The first 2 attacks. Oh right, relentless
You have
endurance.
How does that one work?
I
go
go
to
down
1.
to 1.
Okay,
No, I just.
the third attack hits. It would have been like I think it's an auto crit if you're unconscious or whatever. But you do go to 1, and then the third attack hits you for 3, which does knock you unconscious. But that would have been bad news if you didn't have that relentless endurance.
Holy.
It would have just been a knife going into a fucking passed out orc. Turmeric falls backwards. As finally the toll, the blood loss of all these, what I feel like 100 little cuts now, take their toll. And it is Lily's turn.
Oh, that's so sad.
Finish it. I'm going.
Do you want to move?
Yeah, I'm gonna go like behind.
Start rolling your new character.
The like back one, like the 10 feet.
Where? Hang on, where were you?
You
I was
gotta
just here.
make sure that she
Sorry.
doesn't come into proximity.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
You
she's
were there.
5,
10, 15, 20.
Yeah.
She'd have to go.
Yeah,
In.
you gotta be
Still-
5 closer.
No, she wants to go 10 back.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she'd have.
Yeah.
It'd have to
Right.
be within 10 feet.
Okay. Going
When
to go
a
again.
problem comes along, you must whip it.
That's copyright.
Woo!
Yeah.
Sound muted.
18, not plus anything.
Yeah, it'd be dexterity.
And proficiency.
Or,
So 18, 19,
Plus
20, plus your
21?
dex modifier.
21?
Oh, that's
Is it
heck.
always? What's your proficiency? 2?
2.
What's your dex modifier?
2.
4.
So plus 4?
Well, yeah,
So you should just
18
write a plus
4.
4 and just add plus 4 to every single one of your attacks until you level up and that changes.
Okay.
Is a hit.
Hit.
Is a hit.
And I need the...
Do you want another triangle?
Yes, please. Thank you, thank you. All right. Sorry.
3, 2,
3,
so 5, 6. Plus
6,
whatever.
Plus
8.
Yeah.
8 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As the lightning whip hits it, there's another thunder crack. As it
Thank you.
and
Thank
you
you.
watch as it kind of knocks it off balance. This thing, you watch as 3 of the arms shoot forward as it steadies itself.
What is a cool weapon?
Still standing.
I'm just thinking of Simon Belmont,
And they only hit for a d4 though, which kind of sucks.
I guess.
I think Wonder Woman.
After
Thunder coming
Lily is turmeric.
Yeah, it's
So
not quite a
what do I roll for a save?
A death saving throw, a d20.
Oh.
Unless you have special orcish abilities that make you further resistant to death. Which I don't think you do.
So I have to roll anything higher than 10?
Yes, higher than a 10 is a pass, lower than 10 is a fail. 20s are 2 successes, 1s are
12.
2 fails. So that's 1 success.
Yes.
3 successes, you wake up. 3 fails, you die.
Good grief.
After turmeric is loop.
You put in work.
I will attempt
You
to
put in a lot of work. You deserve some.
recharge my web for real this time.
Sleep well, gentle soldier.
Nope. And then we'll go for the fangs.
Okay.
That's an 11.
Is not a hit.
That's me.
It's tough to get on that sloped pyramid body. The fangs just seem to just skitter right off.
Yeah.
After loop is
Right
holding.
at the tip.
Next time. Hey, you're dead.
So I'm still reeling off the missed hit, but I want to like grab onto one of its arms, and really fucking wallop it.
Sure.
Whoa. Yeah, that's a hit. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
That's a hit.
Yeah. That'd be one-handed, I suppose. The way I did it? Sure.
Do you want your AC?
I mean, the way I hit it is one-handed, so let's
Sure.
let's keep it in character.
Sure. Okay. You were saying two-handed for everyone before.
1.
1 point of damage.
Plus what?
Strength.
4.
4 points of damage. Good. You put a good dent in the side of the pyramid as you grab one arm. It seems like it's maybe coming down to attack you, and you stop it and punch it. You can see the dent, the metal dents in.
You guys, I think I should really think about a sword at this point.
After all this brim.
Can I use medicine to try to help
Stabilize them?
stabilize him, I guess?
You can, yeah.
Is it just like a straight roll?
What is it?
Oh, I thought that was just the
Plus my
logo.
medicine?
It is.
A medicine check lets you
doesn't
try to
look like
stabilize a dying companion.
Works out.
Try
Still
something new.
looks right.
Yeah, it's a medicine check.
It's a medicine check,
It is a
right?
DC
On
10
the
medicine
outside.
check to stabilize a creature.
DC 10?
Yeah, no, just roll a
you
10.
roll-
That means you have to beat 10.
10 or higher.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 14.
14 is enough. Yeah, you're able to kneel down and stop the worst of the bleeding and at least keep him from dying. Roll a d4.
Bryn's just like, I read a book on this. I'm pretty sure if I just hold this, the blood will stop spurting.
3.
Turmeric will naturally become conscious in 3 hours.
Ooh.
Just like, if I put a finger right here.
Into what?
I think this
Right
is-
into one of the stab holes.
I think I'm plugging it up, you guys.
The machine is going to turn and attack Bryn, who just knelt down over and started working on Turmeric.
Fuck.
It's
Protection.
naturally just going to kind of see it. Okay.
Protection.
I'm gonna die now.
The first one. He watches the forearms all raise, poised to strike.
Someone's gonna have
Hang
to
on,
medic me.
They're all little short swords?
They're
Yes,
the equivalent
yes.
of short
Medic.
swords.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
Whoa! You saved the crit. You saved the crit. It's 13 to hit.
Oh shit, yeah.
Okay. First one hits. Second one is only a 9.
No.
That probably doesn't hit.
No.
Third one's 11.
No.
What's your AC?
12.
And the fourth one's 3. So you only get hit once.
Oh yeah, but it's still probably
Apparently.
all it takes.
Holden gets his shield, and there's one heading straight for your face, and Holden's shield just comes down a second.
Damn,
for
still
it.
good with a shield, that way.
And you take 5 points of slashing damage.
Oh, okay, that's okay.
As the one knife makes its way through, and it pulls it back, making a big cut on your side. Next is Lily.
Gonna go for another whip.
Sure.
Lily's become an MVP, even though she's...
Decided to use her abilities.
9? Yeah. 9.
9 is not enough. No. As you bring your whip in, you can hear the thunder crack. It's hard to see even if you hit with all the lightning and everything.
I don't think I wrote it down here, but for the next turn, I guess, if I decide, I can choose to put the right on my longsword as well. Do I take
So you would I'll have
do I
to
take
look.
another?
you would definitely take
points?
another.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think so, because it's only to one
The one
enemy.
weapon?
Well,
The only thing I'm not sure of is you might even be able to keep it up on both weapons. I'll have to check
I
that.
don't
But
know.
you would have to basically take it off the whip, put it on the sword.
Okay.
So your
'Cause
health,
I
your
know I
max
can have
health
more
would
than once.
you would basically
Or
you would
more
lose
than
2
one.
hit points.
Yeah.
Max health would go up and then go back down.
Yeah.
The net effect is you
But
would lose 2 more hit points.
the, what's the second one? The Maledict.
Yes.
Only goes to one bad guy.
Yes.
Yes.
But that's a free.
Whoever
you
I
can just do that
choose.
whenever the hell you want. Every round.
Oh, right,
Every
yeah.
round
You
do
have
that
to,
for free if you
yeah.
want. Choose a hard if you want. Oh yeah, you can have Crimson Right up on multiple weapons if you choose. Yeah. Or if you want one, you lose 2 hit points either way.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
I can't do anything, can I?
You can
'Cause
attack
my
with your whip. You can.
My whip didn't hit.
Oh, you did attack. I'm
Yes.
sorry. Yes, for next turn. I'm sorry. Yes. After Lily's turmeric.
Do I roll for?
No, you're good.
You're
No, you're
stabilized. Oh
stabilized.
yeah, sorry. You're unconscious. You quietly bleed a
I'm
little
sleeping.
bit on the ground. Start snoring. Loop.
I got
Alright.
one finger in you.
I'm gonna attempt to go for a bite. I hear something in the back of my
Trying to
head saying
spill them
to bite it at the top, I think was the solution.
Right at the tip.
Right at the tip. Natural 20.
Yeah, it's a big bite. It's for the chocolates.
Gotta aim for the top.
Pretty sure it can't.
For 18 piercing damage.
How would you like to do this?
Yeah.
Yowzas.
I like skitter up the side of this thing as much as I can, like climbing up it.
Sure.
With my spider legs, and then bite it right at the top.
Sure. You're much bigger than it is. You're a large creature. So with your 2 front legs, you're very easily able to just kind of tip it over, and these 2 huge fangs just sink into it. And when the fangs retract, this thing, you can see smoke coming out of the holes. This machine just tips over backwards into the pile of debris, sending pieces flying everywhere.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Well done.
You survived.
Kind of.
Well, I still got trying to
How
cover
does
all the
unconsciousnness
holes.
work? Like, is there any way to get him up?
Yeah, you can wake him up. Hey, wake up, buddy.
Wake up. I'm out of spells right now, but if I had spells, I could probably Wake him up.
Just slap him around.
Wake me up when September ends.
Get us muted with all this copyright music.
Yeah.
Would you like to do? You're in this dark.
Can we search the
Room?
triangle one for a key?
Sure. Yeah, you can make an investigation check if you want.
I'm going to telepathically try to communicate with Turmeric and make him think that he's wetting his pants.
Roll a deception check, I guess.
Just right there, dipping his hand in warm water.
You can roll an insight check if you want to try to not wet your pants.
Insight?
Yeah.
7?
1.
No, you don't.
Did it?
No,
I'm just gonna cuddle up with that.
nothing seems to happen.
This one.
Yeah, he kind of rolls over in his sleep and like grabs onto something.
Natural 20 for that triangle.
Natural 20.
Yeah, with a 5 on top of that,
okay.
so 25.
After Arla sort of described it to you, the pyramid one of the hands is the key. Looking at the hands, the arms, which the ends seem to just end in knives, in blades, you are able to. One of them seems to reconfigure. As you pick it up, you notice the blade is made of these segmented parts on hinges, and they kind of reconfigure, and you get the sense that one of these configurations of this thing must be
The key.
that Arleth was talking about. Yes.
Okay, I'll take that.
What do we see now that like our focus isn't on baddies?
It's a dark room. You are like shin deep in
the torch
these
wherever I
pieces. It appears to be what you would think was a graveyard for these creatures. Looking around the room now, you can see it's not super prominent, but it does seem to be kind of the debris seems a little more heaped towards the center, maybe as though discarded ones were just thrown down the shaft.
Is there a breeze still?
Make
Can
a.
I feel anything?
I mean, you're in a big cavernous open space, so there's a little bit of there are air currents, yeah, down the
Bryn's
shaft.
gonna
There was
yell
a
at
little bit of air.
Turmeric. Hey, I think your shield's over here.
Are you
Sleeping.
he's unconscious?
Oh
still,
yeah,
I
right.
think.
He's dead. Can I pick it up?
His shield?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's heavy, but you can totally. Yeah.
Just throw it on my shoulder. Someone's gonna have to drag him out.
Slap him about, wake him up.
Cal, I'll try to wake him up.
He wakes up.
Do I have health points?
You have 1 hit. You should be at 1 hit point right now. You have 1 hit point.
No hit pointo.
So yeah, to that end, like solid walls
Yeah.
all around.
Appears to be.
Fuck, we're gonna have to climb up that rope.
Here's your shield.
What happened?
You did good.
My shield back.
Did good, little man.
Are we stuck down here?
Yeah, we're gonna have to climb that rope.
Can I use my whole body to feel around the walls?
Sure. Roll an investigation check. It's this slow, like, interpretive dance almost across the wall.
Oh goodness.
Investigation? 14.
14. As you're making your way around the room, you noticed it in the shaft. There was, if you remember, a little seam in the wall that ran down one side. And you're able to find that seam down here. You're able to in the wall you're standing on. You notice that seam does run seemingly ceiling to floor, and you kind of lose track of it. It is very dark, but you do find that. As you're searching as well through the debris over here, there's a bit of a. It's almost like a cleared out space where you are, where this seam seems to run to the ground. And as you're searching through the debris, having found the seam and kind of follow it down, you find something in the debris beneath.
Ooh. I find
Which I have a card for.
my very first card.
Holy fucking shit! It's here somewhere.
Oh my goodness. There's
I'll get it to you in a sec. It is a. It appears to be. It looks like an orb, but like a sphere, which reminds you very much of these creatures. You can see little gears and sprockets and mechanical workings, but the top is missing. You can see into it. It looks hollow, and the top is missing a piece of what you would think of as the covering.
Okay. I found a thing,
So you found
and I don't know
what you think
it
is the key for Arliss Manacles?
Yes, I did find one.
He also mentioned that the hand of the
big ones.
big one will work on
Will
this.
clip?
What?
I only checked one, and I did not find a clip. I just find the key, but I can keep searching.
What if we all jump onto the back of one?
you find that clip?
Drag one here, clip it on, and everyone jump on the back of it.
Lost the.
Ride it up.
Luke,
I lost
can
the.
I
lost
feel
the
like we
card,
could still ride Loop up.
Yeah.
Jay, for now,
Oh, he
you
has
have
the
a
clip on the
Yeah, but Loop can climb.
pyramid. Yeah.
you have a mysterious
I don't know,
orb.
it's
You have a
okay.
mysterious orb.
Well,
I,
are we?
I lost the card.
And I telepathically say this to Lily. Are we planning on leaving like right away? Or are we gonna look around a bit? Because I'm only gonna
Oh.
be a spider for,
Here you go.
I guess, probably like
Do I
45
know?
more minutes, which is I guess quite a bit of time now that I think about
Yeah,
it.
we can start searching around. Maybe.
Mysterious orb.
I'm going to attempt to start searching the room
Sure.
as a spider.
Just through the debris and stuff.
Yeah,
Sure.
just like seeing if there's anything interesting anywhere around here.
Oh, mechanical orb.
18.
18. What are interesting?
Interesting to a spider.
Things that like mechanical parts I'm not interested in. Things
Okay.
other than mechanical parts, like that look like they might be out of
yeah.
place or.
It is very hard to. It is so much garbage and debris and broken. These creatures were called modrons. These broken modrons. With 18, you're able to find just a few odd coins. Nothing. That's about it. Like a ton of machinery and very well made gears and sprockets and some as you pick some of these pieces up, they kind of seem to almost like the infinite staircase. They seem to almost not make sense in a way. But other than that, you do find a few odd coins as you scrape through all of it. You find just under 5 gold. You find 4 gold, 9 silver.
That's not bad considering.
But it
we have no
does
money.
take you like 20 minutes of kind of
we're
combing
broke.
through all the stuff, and there doesn't seem to be too much of value down here.
Okay.
So in addition to the key, which she thinks is the key, did she find that clip to take us up?
I don't know. Did you? You have the one hand. That's all you pulled off that being.
Well, I assume I searched all the hands.
Yep. The others appeared to just be
Just plain hands.
knives,
Stabby stab
swords.
hands. Okay. I mean, I can take this key. Maybe it will turn into a clip when I get it close. I can try it and see what happens.
You mentioned something like that off the pyramid guy.
I mean, I don't know how would I send it back.
Just drop it.
You hang on to it.
Yeah, but then if I go up, what about everyone else?
Just drop it back
Send
down.
it.
Just drop
Send it
it.
how? Just drop it down the
Drop it.
shaft? What if it
And
breaks?
Only one way to find out. I'm not an artificer.
Okay, I'll try. I'm gonna go over to where that was
Get the spider to climb
and
up.
see if I'm gonna try to attach the arm to the clip and see
Make
what
a
happens.
intelligence check.
Luke.
Turmeric.
Intelligence.
It's up top in the saving.
Yeah. So
Just the stat.
not enough. 9.
9. You get the sense it could reconfigure. The seeming as you're moving these pieces and the way they articulate, there are probably 10,000 combinations for the way this thing
dang.
could configure itself. So you think it might.
Luke, can
Can I search this big one?
Can I ride Drew
For a
up?
clip?
Yeah.
My friend.
You want to lift?
Yeah.
You just want to lift? Something
Yeah.
20.
Please.
Natural 20. You do find that one of the arms of this one similarly seems to reconfigure, much like the other arm that Bryn is toying with.
Can I
Well-
take it and try to smash it into the... Just like, until it fits?
Yeah, okay. You rip the arm off, and as you are trying to mash it into this groove. Just roll me a d20. Just give me a straight
7.
7. So as you're mashing this thing in,
Breaking.
yeah, you get the sense that you do kind of get it stuck in halfway, and you're pretty tall, so it's like well up the wall. You break this hand breaks off in this groove in a way that
Is it good?
if you hadn't figured it out, it's gonna be trickier now. Now, well, there is a like a break in the track, basically, about 5.5 feet up. Yeah, where Turmeric just jammed this thing into the track.
I think it's broken, guys. Shall we?
Yeah.
Did you read a label?
Okay, well, let me try, Bryn.
You gotta
See what I
stand
can
on
do.
my shoulders and
I
get
don't
over
trust
this.
it.
Yeah,
broken-
we're
Yeah.
gonna have to stand on his shoulders.
Sure.
to-
Lily and I are gonna head to
Sure.
the middle, and she's gonna
I
climb
can
on.
reach.
And we're
Jump
gonna,
on.
Sure.
I
Yeah.
think what is it?
Did you break that one too?
Intelligence?
Yep.
3.
No, you also can't. You move a couple things, and
We're climbing.
I don't know. Yeah.
Boys, we're climbing.
It's easy enough for Luke to climb as the spider. He's not going to fall. He can stick to these walls and things. And it is easy enough for Lily to just kind of grab on and Loop
Maybe we just hang out here and
takes a
Luke
minute or two.
can
but
come back and forth and get us.
You can loop around.
I'm gonna use my cantrip message.
I'm staying at the top now.
Gonna message cantrip.
What's the range on message?
120.
It's too far. It does take you a couple
Quick,
minutes to climb up, but it is easy enough to do. Just
Yeah.
like on the way down, you can
Yes.
stick to this no problem.
As soon as I get her to the top, I'll head back down.
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, for the ease of convenience, you can ferry you all up one at a time if you want. It'll take
Nice.
probably 15 minutes or so to do all of you.
We'll just
Maybe
wait.
10, but
I'm still gonna
The two of
take-
us can climb.
Do you still? One of us is gonna take that arm though.
Yeah, take.
I'll take the arm.
No. Okay.
who has the arm?
I guess turmeric.
I'll hold it in my mouth. I have no pockets. I have no bag.
She's gonna get electrocuted.
Oh, you had cargo trousers.
I don't know if an arm would fit in those pockets.
You're all able to reascend the shaft. It is kind of a harrowing climb. You remember your ordeal on the way down, but you are holding onto Loop in his spider form. It is easy enough.
Good memories.
Guess we should have done that on the way down.
Yeah, this might be a good spot for a little break. I have to use the restroom.
Yeah, I do too.
So let's maybe take a quick 5-minute break here.
Yeah.
Again, I have nothing prepared for the stream, so we'll just hang out and chat, I guess. I'll be right back. I'm gonna hit the can. You at home, take a stretch, grab a drink or something. We'll meet back here in 5 minutes for more Dungeons and Dragons. All right, Vanquishers Syndicate
No, what were we
Of the
this time?
Raven's Claw.
Of the
Raven's
Raven's Claw.
of the Raven's Claw.
What was the new one we came up with?
Break time syndicate.
Oh, yeah.
You have reascended the shaft 350 vertical feet,
The
smooth
knock
walls.
team.
Your piton is still firmly anchored in the stone up here. Your 350 foot of rope that you had to go up to the town to purchase, still hanging down the shaft.
Should we take that back?
How do we split 350 feet of rope?
Cut it.
Yeah, but like
With my sword.
we now have
Untie it. Oh, I'm no longer a spider.
5, 2, 5. We now have 70 feet of rope each of us.
Oh, God,
Sweet.
so cool.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
I
why
got that
doesn't?
one
Oh,
when I
I'm
got
like,
the
why,
spider.
now there's this one. Oh, why are
It's
they all
fine,
like
it's
this?
fine.
Is it okay?
It's fine.
Okay,
Can I
I'm gonna
scavenge pitons? Probably not.
Yeah. Here,
So
we'll
70 feet of rope.
pull them back out of the wall. Make just roll. Just give me a d10. We'll see if they were damaged on driving them into the stone or not.
7.
7. It does break. It was a coin toss.
Oh, I thought I had 7 out of 10 back.
Did I say d10?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. It does not break then. Sorry. In my head, I was like, roll a d20, and if it's higher than 10, it's fine.
7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. It's fine.
Make the deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got your piton back.
That was your deal.
Pitons. 7 out of 10 pitons.
You only used one.
You only used one, I
Oh,
thought.
I thought I used all 10. Good.
Oh. Yeah, no, I thought you only used the one, which
Yeah,
was
at the
like,
very top.
oh, I see.
At
And
the-
you were saying you would get 7
Out of 10 back.
That's
No. But I mean, also, if you're not tying yourself off to the rope, you could have 1,000 pitons. If you fall off a rope, you fall off a rope.
yeah. We all got 70 feet of rope.
How can you
Got
have
it.
70 feet of rope when we started
You'll
with
have
50?
Yeah, then you'll all have 50 and they're in 50-foot lengths. So if you cut,
What is
so
this
you cut
magic?
2 of them, so someone has 5 feet tied to 5 feet tied to 5 feet tied to 5 feet.
Yeah. 50 and 20.
Dibs out.
You have 7 total ropes. Divide
We
that
all
however
get
you
equal
want.
share.
Is that why
All get equal share.
is that why they call us the knotting crew? Because we got knotted
Sure.
ropes.
Yeah. That's why.
I'm gonna tie my rope around my waist then.
Sure.
All right then.
Should we go free
Yeah.
Ardon?
what's his face?
Aerolith.
Argon?
I don't know if any of you noticed, but that key thing doesn't actually look like a key.
Well, it
Pretty sure he'll
manipulates
tell us
itself,
how to
right?
do it.
Yeah.
If I smash it into his collar, it should.
yeah, just like
Don't
That's
smash
nice.
it
there's
into his
a
collar.
crack, right? It worked perfectly fine down
Yeah.
there. I would assume
That was
it would
the
work
closest
perfectly fine
to
up
getting
here
it
as well.
right.
I mean, we can only try it and see what happens, and then if nothing happens,
sure,
then
Let's
We leave?
electrocute
yeah.
him
Just
to death again.
well, I assume they can touch it
I
without
still
being
have the arm?
electrocuted.
The broken one?
Yeah,
No, the one that
the one with the key.
with the key.
I guess.
Yes, I gave
Do
it
you?
to
It
you.
was in your mouth on the way up the. It was
Oh,
like
yeah.
between your teeth on the way up the shaft.
I'm gonna bring it to that Arlon. Arlon?
Arlith.
Arlith?
Arlith?
Sure. Yeah. As you make your way back, oil lantern still lit up here.
Like, Arlith, we got the key.
As you step into the room, you can hear the jingle of his chains. As he seems to be, as usual, writing away at his desk. You can see where he has just ignored the ink spill that Holden had knocked his inkwell over, and is just writing around it in this very almost maniacal way. And as you walk in, you can hear the clink of the chain around his neck, which is bolted to this iron rod in the center of the room.
Before he interrupts him, can I see if I can make sense of anything he's writing around?
Sure.
The-
Yeah, roll
Arcana?
yeah, you can roll
Magic.
whatever. You can do Arcana, History, or Religion, depending on what you're trying to ascertain.
History.
Okay, so that you will be looking for. You won't be looking. It's what kind of information.
Well,
do you
I'm
wanna
looking
glean?
for a spell. I guess that's Arcana.
You'd probably be rolling Arcana if you want.
Okay, Arcana. 22.
22. You're able to. That's a spent.
Yeah.
You're able to recognize. Some of it is magic that you are not familiar with. You would guess it to be divine in nature, something channeled through like clerical magic. What you are able to recognize seems to be dealing with necromancy and these. You're not able to recognize any particular spell, but these runes and the way they're arranged seem to indicate some kind of. It reminds you a lot of necromancy, like the process of making zombies almost of
Can
raising the dead.
I, even though I don't necessarily know what I'm copying, can I copy the runes into my spell book? Like,
Sure.
I know
yeah.
it wouldn't be any like random order,
Yeah, you can do.
but
Yeah.
so like maybe reference later.
Yeah, I'll say you can. What is it for like letter forging? This would be the same as like forging a letter. Be a
That would be deception.
performance. Yeah, it wouldn't really be performance or deception.
Sleight of hand.
Yeah, well, I think we'll call this sleight of hand.
Okay.
See how accurately, just looking over his shoulder, as well,
Yeah.
very quietly as he is frantically, and you can hear him muttering away as he's
Natural
doing it.
20.
Yeah, you make a fairly reasonable approximation. You think? Go ahead and write down. You have a copy of call them. You can call them Arlith's notes.
Okay. Notes.
And as usual, you can always he's always muttering under his breath. You just catch a few odd words, seemingly random.
What did he say?
You just pick up the odd word, but you can hear him. He's cold press. No. Hot forge, perhaps. You can hear him muttering things you don't understand. It could be gibberish, or it could be in a different language. You're not really sure. But you can hear a few figures where he's 59 degrees. It just seems to be this unintelligible string of gibberish, much like he was the first time you guys encountered him.
Should we try to snap him out of it before we try to use the key? Or should we just try to use the key?
Maybe.
Let's try to...
Yeah, maybe better if he's distracted doing his own thing. And
I'm pretty sure he would know how to use this, though. Key.
maybe.
If you guys are having this conversation in the room, he's certainly going to turn and hear you guys talking. Which Turmeric said he was in the room with him, so I would assume that the rest of you have kind of walked around the corner. And he kind of turns and looks at you. And then he goes back to writing frantically.
Can I like squeeze his face like this? And like turn it towards me?
Yeah, sure. He doesn't resist as you do. He kind of have his face all like smooshed up.
I'll wave my key in front of him. We got a key.
Kind
Kind of tap him on the head.
He reaches his hands up and just he like very gently tries to just take the key from you.
Oh, hold it away.
Why?
Okay. And as you do, he kind of reaches for it. One hand is a key.
How do you use it?
Well, it's and he can see he's kind of like he is gesticulating and gesturing frantically. And the top piece folds down to the side and twists this way. And he's like kind of pantomiming all these.
Can I follow his directions?
No,
just let him
no.
I'll just give it to him.
And as soon as you do, his eyes kind of light up in a way that you're not really. The kind of dead 1,000-yard stare seems to at least briefly go away, and he very quickly starts to fold the different fingers down, and you can hear things click, and it changes. And when he's done with it, it does appear to resemble a very rudimentary key, kind of just a long rod with two little wood teeth coming off the bottom. And he hands it back to you, and he goes, he shows you his little neck thing, and points to what looks like a lock on it. He goes, don't touch the chain.
Oh, are you all with me in this room?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna give it to the closest person because I already touched the thing,
Yeah, so you have experience with it now.
Yeah, experience to not touch.
It's good. He's learned. Okay. I go.
Sure, it's just like using the key, which you've done before. Easy enough. Yeah, you're able to push it into the space that's like a lock. It doesn't turn, but as it seats in, you can feel it kind of into place, and the collar springs open as it falls to the ground behind Arlith. This kind of you can see him rubbing his neck. He just kind of welts around where the choker was on him.
Aww.
I'm gonna pick him up by the wrists and like, you're free.
Put me down. Put me down.
I'll put him down slowly.
And he's kind of he immediately sits down. Kind of looks around at all of you. He stands back up, and you get the sense he starts making his way back to his table.
Okay.
And grabs his quill.
Should we go?
And he continues writing?
Yeah, if you give him a minute, then he does. Yeah, sharpens his quill, and he dinks it in a fresh ink pot that he got from somewhere, and he continues his scratching away.
I totally thought the cola would have snapped him out of it.
Well, what if we just pick him up and carry him out of here?
Not everybody likes to be picked up. To me.
What if
Yes.
we could try?
Arlith, you're free to go. You're not a prisoner anymore. Let's go. We'd like to talk to you.
He kind of looks away from the work. Talk, yes, of course. What were we speaking about again? I seem to have lost my place.
Let's start at the beginning. Please.
What would you? The beginning of.
How did you find yourself shackled here?
You can see him thinking, and it's very obvious that he's not quite all there. The Modrons, we were working on something. Have you seen my? He kind of looks around. He seems confused and doesn't really. And then you can see he's like patting his pockets, looking for something.
What are you looking for?
Somewhere. It's about. He kind of pantomimes this sphere. He holds his hands out about maybe a foot across. It's sort of an orb, like an apple.
What do you need it for?
Well, we were working on He can't really, whether he won't say or can't say, he doesn't seem to bring himself to it.
Oh, you said you didn't create the Modrons?
No, create the Modrons, no. They were helping me to
what?
to make all sorts of things, miracles, incredible things, dangerous things.
Dangerous.
Your Modrons, I think, hurt your friend. Richard.
Richard, yes, he was bleeding quite badly. Have you seen him?
Yes. Sorry.
I point to the blood on his table from when I threw him
Right,
there.
there's blood right there.
And he kind of, pointing at it, he kind of seems to realize it for the first time. He's like, he came down here, Richard, to the basement.
Yeah, I think he was checking up on you. You know anything about that? Do you recall that?
I remember seeing him, but it's hard to keep things straight.
Well, he's no longer with us anymore.
Kind of nods, and he does seem sort of. He's not devastated, but he gives kind of a slow, somber nod. That's too bad. But I really must be getting back to work.
What are you? What were you? Did you say you were working on? What is this sphere?
It's hard to describe exactly what it does. It's miraculous. It can do all sorts of incredible things.
Like what? What kind of incredible things?
He seems to get very cagey anytime you bring it up. And
It's something you probably shouldn't have lost.
Lost? No. It's.
Then where is it?
Looks around the desk, and he seems like he's getting like visibly upset. It's here somewhere, and he starts like throwing papers around and knocks his new inkwell over.
Oh,
I'm sure it was here, and he's just sweeping papers off his desk at this point.
Can it create food?
Do you ask him? Can it create food?
Yeah, that's pretty miraculous.
Potentially, yes. I suppose it perhaps could.
What would you use it for? Is it to control these robots?
It's
Machines?
It's like I say, hard to describe. A piece of a whole. It's by itself useless, but complete together.
Together with...
could these Modrons have taken it from you?
Taken it from me? No, they were helping me build it. I remember sort of a stretching, almost a pulling sensation. Maybe 2 weeks ago. Maybe time. It's hard to remember, but I sort of seemed to lose it after that.
Were the Modrons the ones that shackled you up?
I don't remember. I think so.
Why would they do that if they were helping you? They're machines. They're just machines.
Like I say, I don't
Maybe he's into that
really
stuff.
remember. Something I think may have happened. Hard to remember. I must. He starts picking up the stuff that he had thrown all over the place and then rearranging it on his desk.
He's the only person that can tell us what that does.
Okay.
Do you know
you
what
say
it does?
so.
Do you know what it does?
I don't know.
Creates food,
I think it creates food.
Could create food.
among other miracles.
Can I wander over to the chain?
Sure. Yeah, it's just loose and dangling.
Yeah. Where's the key? Where did the key end up?
It seems like he dropped it on the ground. He dropped it after he unlocked himself. It's kind of just sitting there unremembered.
Okay, I'm gonna cast resistance on myself.
Sure.
And I'm gonna walk over and kick the chain.
Seems to have no effect. Nothing. It doesn't electrify the way it did when Turmeric touched it. And as you do, he turns around for picking stuff. Don't touch the. And he kind of looks at it off his neck. Never mind. And you can hear the scratching of the quill as he starts writing.
Is it attached like onto the floor, onto the wall?
There's a iron rod about 3 feet tall in the middle of the room,
That's
and it is
what I
attached
thought.
with. There's a ring welded to the top where the chain is attached to it.
I'm gonna.
Turmeric, you think you could pull this chain off of here?
I'll try it. After I show him this orb.
Okay.
You said the chain's not electric, right?
No, and I'll kick it again. Be like, doesn't seem like it.
Okay. I'm gonna show him the orb.
Sure. What? Show him just holding. What? Describe it to me.
I'm just gonna. This orb.
And as you hold it up, you. Yes. That's. May I? With like very shaky hands, he's, may I?
Tell me what it does first.
It's right now nothing incomplete, and it may, without the help of the Modrons, as you're waving it around, he's following it, and still just the stream of muttering.
I'll give it to. You deal with this.
You mentioned pulling sensation a couple weeks ago.
Yes, that's the only way I can really think to describe it.
There is now a enormous column of light happening in the north. You know what that's all about?
I haven't been outside in I would guess weeks,
Yeah.
days, months. I don't. It's hard to keep track.
How is this related to that?
I
What'd you
don't.
think?
Something, whatever the light, perhaps made the Modrons go crazy. I'm not sure.
Did we identify magic on this?
No.
We
Don't know
can.
what it is.
Luke, would you like to
All
have
it
a look?
does is give me a headache. From thinking too much.
Yeah, I can take 10 minutes and ritually cast detect magic.
Sure. Detect magic or identify?
Detect magic. I don't have identify.
Okay, it is definitely magic. It is this strange blending of schools that you are not familiar with. It is you would consider it an unrecognized type of magic. You're not really too sure. Very strange. And even as you're examining the object and handling it to cast detect magic, it kind of gives you a bit of a migraine when you look into it and try to follow these overlapping pipes and these gears and these this very intricate machinery inside. It kind of makes it feels almost like an eye strain headache, and the longer you look at it, the worse it seems to get.
It looks like it's missing a little bit of a panel to cover it.
Yes, unfinished, incomplete. Yes, it needs. I'm not sure. The Modrons were helping me, but I need to write this down, and begins writing away.
Well, we were sent here to sort of investigate a missing you and a missing Richard. We sort of solved it?
Seems like we did.
I think Kale will want to see proof of life, though.
Would you like to come up top and have a drink and have a rest and take a break from this?
Make a persuasion check.
Maybe offer him the orb in exchange.
Are you sure? This chain.
I haven't looked at it. I don't know what it does.
Would you say persuasion? 17.
Is it
17.
worth looking at?
Like,
Oh,
take a little bit of a break? Yeah.
It
Yes, that
seems
would be. Yes.
pretty valuable.
He kind of looking at you. Do you think they would have? And he kind of
Are you
like
sure this chain?
waggles his eyebrows like it's a secret. Ale.
like grab it.
Kinda.
Okay.
Maybe even some
I'll try to
some
grab it.
wine.
Rip it off.
Maybe.
You can see if they can just. Oh, it's been. Yes, it will be quite some time.
We'll talk to the barkeep upstairs. Come upstairs with us.
You
Get a
know
bit
it's
of fresh
valuable
air.
Because it has 5
And we'll
question
chat
marks worth
a
of
little bit
value.
away from your work, so you can have
You know,
know
and give it up.
At least
a
10,000.
wine.
He's nodding. He's nodding along. He seems convinced.
Good.
Just one gold.
Can I try to rip that chain off of the...
Roll a strength check.
You don't mind if I do? I think I get advantage on strength rolls.
If you're raging,
I think you're not raging anymore.
No,
you.
used up.
It's been
No,
some time.
you're not raging anymore. Definitely not. You can rage again. I think. I think you still have one left for the day.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to, you could rage again.
Can I?
Yeah, twice per day.
Rage again.
Sure. Because you do try the first time and it doesn't seem to budge. As you... This chain and this iron rod in the middle of the room seems pretty solid.
So with my rage, do I roll 2?
Yeah, with advantage.
Rage.
No.
20.
20?
Plus my strength, 3.
The chain does not break, but the iron pole, as you're pulling on it... that was a natural 20?
Yeah.
The iron pole incredibly starts to break out of the stone on the bottom. And once it kind of does crack a little bit, you get it loose, you're able to rock the pole and pull the pole out.
Yes.
But the chain did not break off the iron pole.
So I have the pole and the chain?
Yeah, it's very, the pole is very heavy. The pole is probably 100 pounds, 125 pounds.
I'm gonna give it to Loop. Like, here, Loop, I did it.
And then as he passes it to me,
Yeah, and
I
just the weight of the chain.
fall under
Yeah.
its weight. Like, hey, get this thing off me.
Like you're like a weightlifter who's spotter. He's like,
I need help. Anyone?
Come here, help him up.
0 rages.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, that's heavy. Does this have any value to you?
I mean, I was thinking we could take it with us, but it's a lot heavier than I thought it would be.
Can I carry it?
it's heavy. You're able to.
I'll do it.
You wouldn't. You can carry.
Maybe we can
You're
use-
very strong. What's your strength?
I'm gonna whisper to
My
the
strength is 17.
Use it for
You can carry it. You can carry it.
Maybe.
we can use it for Lily if we keep it with us.
She might end up killing herself as she tries to break free.
Maybe.
Chopping her head off?
Why do you sound so excited about that?
Maybe.
It's like saying maybe.
Maybe. If we can bury it deep
But yeah,
enough,
that's right.
we could probably use that. We need a cart to carry it around, but
Okay.
yeah, we should take it with us.
Yeah.
If
It's not that big of a
unbreakable
deal,
chain.
guys.
I'll carry it for
Overreacting.
now.
We have about 26 more days before we have to
It'll be
worry
fine.
again.
Well, maybe we can use this. Let's take it with us. We'll bury it.
Anyways, yeah, he's agreed to come up with us to have a drink up top.
Cool.
We're
Perfect.
gonna see if they have any ale.
Yep.
'Cause he's really excited to have some ale.
Okay. Let's have some ale.
By ale, you mean sleeping potion? Is that what you're
Ale.
Is that why you're saying it?
Exactly what I meant.
So we go up.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Everything is as you left it. The oil lanterns still lit. The smooth bronze steps, pretty slippery as you ascend them, but you're able to reascend them into Arliss' house.
Did you create this basement? Arlith?
Oh.
Yes,
I love the DM's Guild every Wednesday. Yes, we did. Create the basement. No. The modrons, the floors and the walls. They're very. Not sure how they're made, but unique construction. He points to the bronze steps that you are ascending as you.
It's sort of a chicken and the egg type thing. Like you built your home on top of this, and then the modrons were here, or
No. The home, then the modron's egg up top.
and you
chicken
did not create the
downstairs.
modrons.
No, create the modrons. No.
Did you purchase the modrons?
No, they I don't know how they came to me, offered to help to make miracles.
And you thought that was totally normal. A bunch of robots just showed up at your door one day.
Robots with
And you're
human
like, yeah,
teeth.
you want to move in? Sure, move in. I got lots of space.
What they showed me is remarkable. I've never seen anything like what they can create. It was intoxicating, I suppose.
Like
Did
their pearly white teeth.
Did the big ones communicate to you all this?
Yes, they could speak. Yes, they had big mouths, pearly teeth, like the shirtless one says. That's right.
I don't think we tried communicating with the big ones. You just ran up to them.
Straight in.
They stabbed first.
Yeah.
If they could talk, they should have said something. Like,
You showed aggression.
hey, it's just how I look.
I know.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
It doesn't have a shirt. Was that a mistake?
It is what it is now. Can't take back.
Is Kale around anywhere? Do we see him in the bar, or is he?
You're in Arliss' home right now, but
So let's continue walking and then let's go into the...
trying to think what time of day it is. You haven't been down here very long, like a few hours maybe. I feel like it is perhaps getting on early evening. I think you came in pretty much because you had slept
early morning.
and so it is getting on. It's probably 4 or 5 in the afternoon. The sun is a couple hours from setting. Entering the Cracked Oak, the name of the inn in Cornspar here. You do see Kale in the bar as usual. You do see the that old dwarven gentleman that you've seen just keep it to himself. Seems to be here more often than not. There's a dirty human in a corner. Nobody that really catches your eyes. But Kale is in here.
Good thing he has nothing to do but drink.
Yeah, why isn't he tending to his farm?
It's drinking season.
Do we get health points when we eat?
No.
We'll rest.
Resting is
Shortly.
usually.
It's evening time. I'm sure we
Yeah.
have time to take a nap.
Yeah.
The local inn.
And as you enter the bar, you can see Arliss looking around. I remember this place. And he kind of shakily makes his way, like sort of leaves the group and makes his way up to the bar counter, where that old, I don't know if you ever learned his name, that old human barkeeper.
Stingy. Mr. Stingy.
That's right, Mr. Stingy.
Yeah.
Mr. Stingy was my father. Call me Stingy. But you can hear Arliss go up and he goes, could I have one ale, please? And the barkeep she kind of gives him a little bit of a side eye. Maybe seems to recognize him. You're not sure. One ale. All right, coming up. 5 coppers. And he kind of makes his way into the back.
I'll go.
You hear Arliss is like just excitedly like tapping on the barkeep, and
I'm gonna go walk
the
up
counter.
over to Kale.
Sure.
And
as you do, he kind of looks at us. Oh yeah, you made it back.
solved the mystery, as they say.
Did you find Richard down there by any chance? We've
Didn't we show him?
We brought Richard up.
Richard
Lied him
dead
on
body
the
to us.
table
yeah.
in front of Kale.
I've been drinking all day. To
One
be
dead
totally
body.
honest,
Actually, I think there's still some blood on the table.
about an 8 out of 10.
Did you eat Richard?
You guys brought Richard up. What happened? What?
Yeah.
We brought him
When
up
we
and put him
bought
on
the rope.
When we're getting all the rope and tying all the rope together.
And you just
We just laid him on the
you're right. Okay.
turmeric.
Whoops. Well, that's DM Matt Eads is there. He seems drunk. I don't know. He seems drunk. Yeah, you brought Richard up, and he seems to be taking it tough. He's maybe slurring his words a little more than I let on. You guys seen Richard anywhere?
Maybe just get him to sign that paper.
Yeah,
Hey,
let's
Taft,
get a
you got
signature.
that paper, eh?
Yeah.
Isn't that it? Over there?
You want to hold him as like frantically, like, yep, searches this pocket, doesn't find it. Yep, searches this pocket, doesn't find it. Yep, searches this pocket, doesn't find it. Yep, searches this one. As he rifles through his pockets. You don't need the literal paper.
I've got the paper.
All right.
Damn it.
Hey, no, listen, we don't need the literal paper. I'll just sign this. Hey, you bring me a napkin.
Napkin.
You throw it in front of him.
There's the paper. It's official.
Drunkenly scrawls his name on it.
It's Richard. That's the two people you were missing. Richard and Arliss. Case solved. No more robots. Machine, sorry.
And they would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for us.
Machines. He signs it,
Ravenclaws.
and hands it back to you. He does seem pretty drunk.
Kale the farmer. Why aren't you farming?
It's been a hard day. All right, Richard, somebody threw him up on the table, or I barely even remember. It's been a hard day. It's been a hard day.
Do you have any questions for Arliss over there?
Kind of looks at him. looks back at him, who is currently trying to take this drink he has no coin to pay for.
Oh, right.
The barkeep's like, no, 5 coppers, and then they're doing this like gonna hand it out but not quite. And he looks at it.
I'll drink with him.
Hey, join me for a drink or something similar.
I'll give the barkeep 10 coppers.
Sure.
One
get a
drink for
little
me.
drinky poo for yourself there.
Yeah.
Sure.
And one for Arlith.
Well, friends, we have to head back to the Adventurers Guild, but maybe
Arlith just kills his gets it and does the two-handed, starts drinking it and just
When I see him, I'm going to try
puts
to
it back.
race him.
yeah. Performance checks. Let's go. He does that thing where he's just drinking, but he sees you doing it, and you two both kind of side eye each other, egging one another on as the glasses get more and more vertical.
Ugh.
Oh, 14.
4.
4? You cough right. You get the bubble in your throat right at the very end, and spray the beer back into the cup.
Oh no!
And Arlith just finishes his like a 5-year-old.
I'm gonna slap him in the back and be like, great job.
He you lay him out as you slap him in the back. He flies over the bars, just, picking himself up. Not drunk, just old and frail, and you're huge.
Can I buy him another drink?
That would be quite welcome. Yes.
Okay, I'll buy us 2 more.
So Kale has nothing to say about anything. He's just.
What do you want to? What do we want to know?
75.
I don't know. I guess we got your signature. We fulfilled the contract. We're just gonna take this back to Baldur's Gate.
That's quite a journey. Travel. So one for the road. He gestures to the barkeep. There's a couple drinks around here, please.
That's nice of you.
Let me get you around. It's the least I can do.
And before you get him too drunk, let's sort of question him so he's away from his work.
Yeah, I was gonna...
Kale, do you know, how well do you know Arlith here? Is this normal behavior for him?
He's one of those magic types. He'd disappear for weeks sometimes, but nobody's. He's never gone missing. He maybe goes to whatever the city you said you're, Water's Gate or Baldur Deep, whatever. He's going there for weeks sometimes. It's very.
He
It's a little
had mentioned
strange.
that some machines came to visit him, and that's sort of when he started on this thing. And I imagine that's when he and Richard went missing, and that's when you sort of gave cause for concern. So I don't know.
Machines like the windmill outside of town, or I'm not too sure.
Not too sure either.
Yeah.
I show him the arm for the key.
Hey, neat.
This type of machine.
Kind of looks at. He kind of picks it up and he's moving some of the fingers. Doesn't really.
Hey,
seem
whoa,
to-
don't.
Oh, hey, sorry. Is it gonna explode or?
Maybe.
I don't know what that is.
We
but-
know that this configuration will open a certain lock, but
Oh, he's already moved the configuration. I don't know what.
Maybe
that
get
is.
Arlith to put it back. He knew the key. He knew the
you think
combination.
he's drunk? You think he's too drunk now?
He only had 1 ale.
As you're asking, so you look over, you can see the second one is already up, and you can see the barkeep is coming over, apparently bringing 2 in each hand, as him and Turmeric seem to be deep in this drinking contest.
Well, let's just see how drunk he is. Arlith, my man.
They're him and Turmeric are in the middle of a chug off, so there's a minute where you have to wait. Performance check. Oh, fuck. 2.
13.
13. And as you call, you're like, hey, Arlith. He just lifts the mug. Kind of wiping it out of his beard and his hair. Sorry, what seems to be the...
Remember that key you had? Do you think you can put it back into the original configuration?
The key.
The key for your,
yes, the one of the
Yeah.
hands of the
Yeah.
pyramid one.
Could you put it back into the original, shape? So we can use it to open the lock?
Do you hand it to him?
Yeah. I'm give me that.
As he takes it and looks at it, and You can see you're used to it by now. You can see that kind of that pallid gaze, that 1,000-yard stare falls over him as he I don't. He starts moving the fingers, and he's making it different. He's not putting it back the way it was. Very obviously not the way it was. As he's like rearranging the things. He's, I don't. It is the best I can do, I'm afraid. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks.
Come see me after another ale. Or
I'll get him
perhaps.
another one.
Yeah, good man.
Best
Good
out
man.
of 3.
Best of you to do the final one here. Best of 3.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
When you're ready. If you're ready.
I was born ready.
2.
9. He beat you on the last one. He cheats a little bit where you guys are doing the chug off, and you can see the elbow kind of makes its way into your ribs, causing Turmeric to cough and spray ale everywhere. And he puts the mug back down.
What did we figure about the orb? Magically?
Who's got the orb?
He seems quite drunk for anyone paying attention at this point.
We keeping it?
Maybe we should sleep here, and then in the morning we'll get Earlith to fix the arm, so we can use that chain later when
Should
he's
we
sober.
tie him back up onto the pole chain?
No.
What if he goes back downstairs?
That'll give him incentive to fix the key for
I mean,
us.
it's
That's
his
for sure.
house. He can go back downstairs. That's his home.
Yeah, I guess you can't keep someone away from their own home.
Are we keeping that thing?
I think we should hang on to it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't necessarily trust this Arlith guy. He brought these creatures, these robotic entities into the town, and
Listen, the word robot is being thrown around an awful
mechanical
lot.
entities,
machines.
The machine.
these artifice
Totally kidding.
things.
Metal creatures.
Yeah, and like he seemed to have absolutely no problem with it killing his apprentice. So,
Was that his apprentice or his?
or sorry,
His friend.
his
My
helper,
friend.
his assistant.
But I mean, he knows all about this, and I mean, like, I would love for him to tell us what it is, but he just doesn't seem. Maybe he's more pliable when he's
Drunk?
drunk.
Should we ask him more questions?
Well,
Yeah.
he's getting pretty drunk.
Yeah, cut him off. Stop it. With that.
He's like, Arlen has like the mug out as you say, stop it.
Listen, before you, I take it from him.
I haven't felt quite like my old self in some time.
Yeah, you'll get it, but you need to answer some questions.
His
He
old
just seems to
self
be-
is 4
he
beers
just seems-
cheap.
He seems to be just like staring fixedly at it. Of course.
This thing. Tell us what it does.
What are you pointing to?
The mechanical orb.
The orb. As you hold it out, again, you can see his eyes light up in this way. It's incomplete. Kind of, he just seems to like get almost lost in that open side of it. He seems to stare where it gives you a headache. Arlith seems drawn to it, compelled to look into
What
it.
do we need to complete it?
I don't. He kind of shakes his head and he's going to try to. He does kind of shakes his head and sort of breaks free of the spell. It seems nothing from this plane. It's the Modrons. They are not from this world, but other worlds where things work slightly differently. He points to the orb. That works slightly differently.
Can you give us any information to find what we need to complete it?
You would have to travel the plains or have perhaps Modrons of your own may know how to finish it, but mortal minds, I don't think. And as he's looking at it again, he kind of seems to get lost in the depths of this sphere, and just sort of trails off. I don't.
You had said that it was a part of a larger thing?
Pieces of a whole, yes, alone, worthless, much like your brain or your heart alone, worthless, but together, combined
stupid.
with the rest of you, pieces of a whole greater than the sum.
Oh, sorry.
Jesus, Donnie.
What
That's just turmeric in the bar. That's like dad, like sneeze, like sneeze. Yes, we all know you're sneezing, Dad.
what are the other pieces?
I don't know. The Modrons were showing me, but something we made them. I remember. Have you seen Richard? He was bleeding quite badly. Have you seen him?
Is Richard's body still up in the bar?
It is not. No.
Yeah, he's not around anymore.
Remember, he died.
Your Modron friends kind of turned on your human friend.
Yes, friends. No, not the right word. Acquaintances, teachers, perhaps, but friends. No.
Where can we get some Modrons of our own?
I don't know. Other, like I say, not from this world. They come from. I don't know.
Think
Are we
we'll be keeping it then?
I think we should probably hang on to it.
Yeah.
Maybe we can use the key for it? The hand?
Where's the...
The hand? Maybe we can use the hand?
Yeah, I don't know. That
The hand, no. To work with the orb, no. They are.
They don't.
Unrelated. He again points over to Loop is holding it. It's incomplete. Needs to be finished.
Okay.
Are we sitting around a table, or are we?
You could be. I forgot. Arleth is over at the bar. Just standing at the bar counter, where that old human is presumably keeping a tab for all these drinks that are being rapidly chugged.
I'm sleeping. I'm
What is your passive?
Listening?
What is your passive perception?
I think it's 11.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
Okay. Why don't you roll me a perception check, maybe, as you sit in the bar here?
I think, yeah, keeping it. We'll be running. Well, I imagine we'll be running into a lot more people that might be able to help us. And if it's has something to do with that thing up north. I don't know what that thing up north is.
I don't know either. I don't know if it's actually important.
6.
Okay. Carry on.
Great. I'm snoozing.
You still have
You
that.
truly are snoozing.
Yeah, I'm snoozing.
Yeah.
Who's got the dust of ruby dust?
I do.
Maybe if you pour some in here, into that sphere. I see some
We're not just gonna mash things into this.
You
Put
just,
some ale in the drink?
mix stuff together.
yeah, I don't know if that's a good idea. Maybe we should figure out what we're working with first.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put it in my coin pouch and
For now.
put it away.
Maybe we should find somewhere to quickly rest.
Arleth upset or anything about us not giving it back to him?
As you put the sphere away, there is. He seems like he has a hard time staying on his train of thought for more than a few seconds. And as you put the sphere away, there's a minute of and then he kind of turns around, like looks around and like sees another ale waiting for him on the bar. And starts making his way back to this fresh metal mug of ale waiting for him.
Yeah. Thank you.
Do you give him something? What do you give him?
Because I was holding his last beer
His last-
back.
Oh yes,
To answer
now he
some
has
questions.
now he has two. Starts drinking one, then the other,
I
and
think we're done here.
I think we're done here.
Yeah, do we want
for
to
now.
head back tonight and then camp on the side of the road again, or do we want to?
Are there beds
Did you
here?
have beds here?
there are there are rooms upstairs. Yeah, I mean, you haven't seen them, but you would assume it's a small town and a small. You assume they're nothing fancy, but
If we leave tonight, then we'll get back to Baldur's Gate probably tomorrow evening sometime. Whereas if we leave in the morning, then it's the next day. I don't know.
If we get attacked out there,
One thing
it's
is,
safer here though.
It's true. It is.
Lily's pretty exhausted. She's
Yeah, I
sleeping already.
died.
oh yeah, you
of,
still had your point of exhaustion.
most of us are
You
Yeah,
haven't slept in like 20
you're-
hours.
pretty
You're probably right.
out of magic
We might-
or
yeah.
exhausted.
I feel like if I get flicked, I might die.
Yeah,
Flick you
Arleth
again.
also, both Loop and Arleth flick you at the same time.
So
1 point.
You are unconscious.
We'll barkeep. You got rooms up top.
Of course, yeah. 5 silver a night.
5 silver.
5
night.
silver.
That's right, yeah. Remember, average, like, a modest lifestyle is about a gold a day.
I understand that.
Yeah. So these prices don't seem that out.
No.
To you, for
Absolutely.
real, they don't seem. But if you want to...
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay, all right.
These aren't under.
Yeah, five silver a night.
We just came to save your friend. We absolutely did save your friend.
Threw the corpse up on the table earlier.
Yep.
Scared the clientele, I remember. Yeah,
We
that's...
only had 2 guys in here.
That was a couple hours
Neither
ago.
of them seemed
One was passed out.
scared.
It's a small
Neither
town,
of them
small
have
town,
left.
but, you know, get by where we can.
We are
Group discount.
group discount.
Well, how many rooms are you looking
5.
for?
How about this? How do you feel about getting the name of your inn and or town mentioned in our adventuring group name? Like, how do you feel about
Would that
the Corn
benefit?
Spar Syndicate?
Well, the Cracked Oak is the bar, so could we work
Sure. How about
Cracked Oak
the
in there somewhere?
Cracked Oak and Ravenclaws.
Oak Syndicate?
Right.
And then whenever we
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage. The concept of advertising doesn't really exist. With disadvantage.
Oh.
7.
I think I'd rather just maybe have coin now, if that's all
yeah.
the same.
Understand. Can I still use your name for our adventuring group?
I'd rather you didn't.
I'm a big fan.
with a 7.
I'm a big fan of the Cracked Oak
I'd
Syndicate.
rather not. If it's all the same.
Maybe we'll go with Corn Spar
Yeah,
Syndicate.
he doesn't have copyright on that one.
Yeah, we'll use that later.
I don't think he has copyright on anything.
Yeah. He doesn't have to know.
So rooms then.
Yeah.
Rooms.
I'll
much?
take one room.
5 silver apiece. There's only 3 available. Not
25.
the biggest space, but
I have a bedroll, so I can.
they're all yours for a gold 5.
They're beds. Let's just sleep in some beds.
I'll give you 5 copper.
It's not how
It's
that
And
works.
5
then the
silver.
rest of the money, or
I have some
I'll-
silver.
one
I can-
one gold, 5 silver for all 3 for the night.
Well, I don't have.
And if you want to use Corn Spar, I suppose I can't stop you.
What is it? 10 silver to a gold?
Yeah, so
Yes.
15 silver for it all.
I have a gold.
I could give you
Flip a gold. Yeah.
Aren't you asleep?
What do you
Catch
need?
us-
How much more do you need?
5 more
Woke
silver.
up
Okay, I have
and
5 more
You guys
silver.
are talking about rooms and
There you go.
sleep.
Paid the rooms. Yeah. Yeah, Lily just woke up and no time for anyone shit. Like, here you go. Ding.
I'm ready for sleep.
Yeah, let's go to sleep.
Okay.
All right.
Long rest. Long rest.
Sure.
Does Arliff go back home?
Seems to
Pass out on the bar?
Well, if you are you guys going upstairs? He's in the bar right now. He's sitting at the bar, drinking avidly. You see the bar keep talks to him every now and again. It's not like you're just leaving him alone or anything, but he does not rush back out.
I think we're done with him. Doesn't have anything more to provide us, does he?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. Unless you want to keep drinking with him.
No, I'm going to bed
You going to bed?
I'm gonna get flicked. Fuck around,
before
get
someone
flicked.
else flicks me.
You just going up to your rooms?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm gonna go out and walk about the town.
Sure. Those of you who are going to your rooms, they're pretty basic. Just it is a bed, which is off the ground at least, straw mattress, a bucket in the corner to do your business in, small window in the room.
And there's only 3 rooms?
There are only 3. They're pretty big. They're probably 10 by maybe 7, big enough that you can lay out some bedrolls and comfortably sleep all of you in them. Loop, you're gonna walk around the town.
Yeah.
If you remember how Corn Spar is laid out, it's kind of this big. It looks like a town yet to be built. There's this big, almost empty square formed by the road where the inn and Arliss house are kind of on the inside of what you would think of as the village square. The rest of it empty. There is a large windmill kind of off to one far side of the town that you can see slowly turning. It is huge fields with little farmhouses built on the side. And you can see a few farmers distantly in the field working on. Like you would assume they're farmers in fields working on
Yeah.
whatever.
How many townhouses do I see? or farmhouses from here?
I can tell you exactly. You can just look at the map. You can just look at the map of Cornspar. That's what you see.
Map of Cornspar.
That square formed by the path in the middle is where you are now. Where the inn is the 2-story building. Arliss house right beside it.
All right, I'm gonna start walking towards one of the farmers' fields with one of the farmers.
Sure.
Or with some people that I see.
Sure. As you approach it, you realize that, again, it's mostly wheat. It seems wheat and barley. The crops are much taller than you. So you can see these farmers until you get up to the field, and then it is just wheat, which you have to like kind of look up into it.
And yeah, I'll head in and start trying to find my way towards these people.
It takes you a little bit, and you can hear like you can hear like this shh that you're making your way towards.
Protect my neck.
Okay, yeah. There is like it is a scythe that you're hearing, and there is a minute where as you're getting closer and closer, you hear it maybe a few feet in front of you as you hear the shh, and realize like, wow, that was close. And as you step out of the grass, you can see this old. He's not that old. You would guess maybe in his 30s. Appears to be human. He weathered though, looks older from just being outside for so long. Skin kind of tan dark. Is like taking the scythe back from the swing as you kind of push your way out through the crops. He just freezes and like inhales, holds his breath with the scythe out of the top.
Easy. Don't hit me with your scythe.
He kind of slowly puts it down.
Just passing through.
I didn't expect you.
Oh no, I mean, understandable. I'm a little hard to see sometimes.
Can I help you with something?
Actually, it's more what I can help you with. My fellow companions and I, perhaps you've heard of us, the Loop Syndicate is what we're going by.
The lube syndicate? Lubricant syndicate?
The Loop?
Oh, Loop.
The Loop Syndicate?
No, I haven't.
No?
Not off the top of my head, anyways.
Well, anyway, that's neither here nor there. I just wanted to pass by and I take a gold out and I pass it to him and
he hesitantly reaches towards it.
I just want you to know that we're here. We just saved your town, and just make sure you let everyone know that
he's got like one hand locked onto the coin at this point.
The reason,
you let go?
Yeah, I give it to him.
Disappears into a pocket.
The reason for all your prosperity is due to myself and my friends here. So
the Loop Syndicate.
That's right. Yeah. So if
you see, he like bites the coin, satisfied, puts it away in his pocket.
I don't know if we'll ever be back through this way again, but if we are,
I hope to see you again.
Absolutely.
The Loop Syndicate.
And as he says that, I just turn around and take off.
Nice. That's what advertising
Disappears. This guy is. Anyone left watching would just see him kind of like shaking his head. He drops the scythe and heads back to his house.
And I go do the same thing at like 2 more farmhouses.
Sure.
And then head back to...
Similarly, you're met with suspicion, but the promise of a gold coin seems to smooth all that over.
I see what you're doing here.
The Loop Syndicate.
So now we've been the nodding group.
I mean, we can shorten it to just the Loop if...
The Loop.
And then I just head back to the inn to the rooms.
Sure. Anybody else do anything tonight? Going to bed?
Sleeping.
Sure. Loop, as you head up to your room, make a perception check. 15. As you make your way back into the inn, you notice that Arliss is still there. He's still conscious, still upright. Kind of just quietly talking. Seems to be talking with the barkeep. You see that old dwarf still, just as always, sitting there. But as you make your way up the stairs to your room, Luke, you notice that human, the dirty, greasy, shoulder-length hair, the dark red tunic and leather pants, seems very, very weather-worn. As you make your way up the top step, you notice he gets up in a way that seems a little too coincidental. You can hear him stand up. You hear the creaking of his chair, and know that he assumes you're out of sight, having crested the last step. You can hear. Could just be coincidence, but with 15, it does stick out to you.
I will immediately turn into a tiny spider.
Okay.
And like kind of double back and to the railing and like kind of see what he's doing.
Sure. As you disappear into this much smaller spider form and skitter away, you can hear and see that he's making his way up the stairs. He kind of slowly at first, but it is this strange combination of fast enough not to be suspicious to anybody walking, but at the same time is you who are watching very closely can see that he is taking pains not to creak on the steps. He's stepping near the edges, trying not to make too much noise. And as you watch, he makes his way. You probably don't know who's in which room. He makes his way up to a room, to one of the doors, and you can hear him. You can see him, I suppose, in your spider form. He's listening on the door. He has his ear pressed against it.
Okay.
And after a moment, he checks the bottom. You can see him run his fingers along the bottom. He kind of runs along the side. You get the sense he's maybe looking for traps, or you're not really sure. And he slowly starts to turn the handle, testing it. You can hear as you get this. You get the sense he's seeing it makes a noise. Where there are several. You watch as he.
Can we sort of figure
That's
out who's
not
in
cool.
what room? Before you do this?
I know whose room this is.
Oh,
Who is sleeping? Yes, who is sleeping together? That's important.
Yeah.
Who's in which room? Yes,
Oh, how many rooms did we get? 3?
3 rooms.
I'll leave.
I said I had a bedroll, so I could go.
Yeah.
yeah. but
Wherever.
we got rooms, so boys, girls. I
Sure.
guess
Boys and
Yeah, I
girls.
guess we're in a room, and then you two would be in
Sure.
a room.
Sure.
Also, I'm
Yeah.
an elf,
You
so
need, the biggest person needs a room to themselves, obviously.
That's just how it works out, I suppose.
Okay. Yes, you get the sense he is testing this. It is not a knob, but a handle. You get the sense he is testing this handle where he lets off it a few times and slowly presses it back down. Would you like to do anything?
No, I'm just watching.
Continue to observe. All right. After testing it for a bit, seemingly satisfied, he slowly opens the door a crack and appears to be looking through it.
Okay.
He opens it a little wider. He lets himself in.
As he goes in, I follow in behind him.
Sure. Easy enough to do as a small spider. And he quietly closes the door. Lily and Bryn, who are both asleep.
I'm semi-conscious
He's
because
a
I'm an elf.
creeper.
Oh, you are. Okay, roll me a...
And it depends how long it's been, because if it's been 4 hours,
No, it's only been it's
Okay.
only been as long as it took for...
okay.
Roll me... Let me see how that works, that elven meditation. Semi-conscious is not conscious.
Semi-conscious is not conscious.
Definitely not
but
conscious.
If he's loud enough, I
Yeah.
probably would
I'm gonna
break out
say
of
you
meditation.
don't... Let's see. How perceptive are trancing elves? Meditate deeply, semi-conscious. They can dream after a fashion. Yeah, I'm gonna say...
Should you just roll a stealth against her perception?
Yeah, you'll have disadvantage, I suppose.
It's fair.
fair.
I don't know. It's kind of the Gandalf thing where, like, your eyes are open, but you're semi-conscious. You know, you're
I feel like it would
even
have to be
giving you a
something
roll.
loud
So do I.
enough.
I think that as
to
long as
wake
he's
me.
quiet, I think you're.
Are your
probably
eyes open
unawares.
when you sleep or do your thing?
Well, I'm just meditating, so
They
I would
probably
assume
totally are.
probably.
Just like Gandalf, yeah, he walks in the room, and as he does, there's this. He stops because he sees Bryn just open-eyed, like sitting there looking at him, and when she doesn't react, you watch him. He kind of waves his hand in front of her face, and like kind of snaps his fingers very quietly, and when she doesn't react, he slowly continues his whatever he's doing. He makes his way over to Lily's sleeping roll. And Lily, this is when you wake up, where you feel this hand, very gently, he's not being too forceful or anything, but you do feel this hand just across your mouth, not blocking your nose or anything. And as you open your eyes, you can see this dirty, I don't even know if you'd recognize, just this dirty, greasy hair, again, about shoulder length, and you can see this dirty human who has a finger over his lips.
I'm
And
gonna.
is doing this.
It's creepy.
I'm gonna immediately try to punch him in the throat.
Sure, go ahead and roll an arm attack.
Oh, goodness.
Who does that? That's not cool. Plus 5.
5. You miss. As you punch up, he kind of throws your punch aside. It is loud enough to sort of snap Bryn out of her meditation. And this human is now looking around. No, shh, quiet. Shh. Looking around at you two. Really just at Lily. He doesn't realize that Bryn is even awake. He's like, shh.
Am I supposed to know you?
Not yet. Quiet.
Okay.
And he slowly
quiet,
makes his way, looking around, and you can see him look over his shoulder a few times. Shh. Makes his way over to the door, and he cracks it open.
Before he can open the door, while he's in between where I am and where he is, when he's coming towards the door,
Sure.
I want to pop back up into halfling form and block the door.
Sure. And as you do, he audibly yells
And,
out, he's "I don't fuck on!"
Arms crossed, leaned up against it, being and where do you think you're going?
And him at this point kind of looking around is, well, this is awkward. I really just came to speak with. He kind of nods to Lily. Again,
Can I?
Well, Bryn's just gonna be
looking around
speak up,
looking
then...
around at you two is, I did not expect this one. Look at the tiny loop.
What you have to say to me? It's okay if you say it in front of them.
I also... Are they
Bryn
within
kinda
30
has
feet
her-
of me?
Yep.
I'd telepathically... I'm pretty sure
Does it
I
work
can do
through
that
walls?
as long
Yeah.
as I
I
know
think he knows,
who they
yeah.
are.
Yeah. If that's the case, yeah, you guys can hear Loop telepathically, mentally.
Can I try to
What do you-
ignore
what do
it so I could sleep?
You can. You could just choose to ignore it. Yeah, you can just choose to ignore it. What does your message say, Loop?
Just, hey, you might want to be outside the door here. We got potential intruder.
I'll snap up.
Sure.
Because I'm just snap up, grab my shield, and go. And then... Boop, 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 boop. Everything all right?
I'm gonna have my quarterstaff out and at the ready.
Holden is banging on the door on the outside.
I'll step to the side and open the door for him.
Sure. Way above his head. And you can see this human from downstairs,
Yeah.
who is standing in the room, looking incredibly flustered at all of you, and just looking around.
What's going on in here?
Apologies. I came to speak with this one.
Well, you were downstairs for a while.
We are the same, you and I. A curse that only rears its head in the moonlight.
I guess we are.
I hoped we might speak, but
Okay.
looking around at all of you, it was, well, it didn't go as planned, I suppose, I might say.
Take a seat. And I'll tap the bed beside me.
He kind of very tensely, arms out at his side at the ready, awkwardly sits down. This conversation is perhaps best had in private. You trust them with
Oh,
your
yeah.
secret.
I mean, it's your call, Lily.
Yeah, it's
But-
fine. It's
Wait,
fine.
do you have more than one secret, or is this the...
No, it's
Do you have more? How many secrets do you have?
guess we'll find out.
Turmeric was the only one who didn't. You're still just sleeping?
I'm asleep.
Okay.
I took a big beating.
Yes, and then those of you who have you have not healed, you have not leveled up, you don't have your spells. If it does come to combat, just hypothetically speaking, you are all still as you were before you slept. Looking at you, Lily. Again, I apologize for this intrusion. It is a sensitive discussion that we must have. Again, looking around, he seems okay with Lily, but looking at the rest of you, and kind of.
Well, I mean, she's our best mate.
Yeah. Does this have something to do with
best mate?
All right.
Last night?
Yes.
You just said you guys are the same. No, I'm not here. Don't.
Yeah, you're sleeping. Quiet down. Yes, last night. Yes.
Okay.
The full moon. You changed.
I did. I don't really know what happened, but
I know what happened. Looking around at all of you again. My name is Ben.
Ben?
Yes. I already know you are Lily. Forgive me. We've been following you for quite a few months since you made landfall in the Dragon's Coast, which you all did 4 or 5 months ago. Quite. It was almost as soon as you made landfall. Was on the Dragon Coast.
So you've been following us for a while now.
Yes, quite a few months. The wilderness. We stayed outside Baldur's Gate. You went inside. It was dangerous for our kind in there. Where to begin? We are the same, you and I. Cursed. You change every full moon, yes? I come from an order of our kind. We watch over one another, help one another after a sense, teach each other to control the curse, which is why I find myself here now.
Well, that's nice.
It is,
I think I need help.
Not all nice. Our order has strict tenets that you must follow, but we can teach you to use the curse. Control it instead of being a victim. If that is what you wish. Everyone has a choice, you included.
What's the price for joining this guild? What kind of restrictions?
We have 3 tenets to our order. The first, we track the beast, as my master, Terum, and I followed you. If you learn of other cursed ones, you similarly are bound to help them. It wasn't easy following you for months across the road, but that is the order. We help our own. Secondly, we tame the beast. There is a potion known to us, the Hunter's Bane. It will give you limited control over your darker side.
But some.
Some, yes. Not all. Our third tenet, the hardest to adhere to, we trust the beast. Our kind, every time we change, we get a little closer to madness. Eventually it comes for all of us. No matter how experienced, how powerful, sooner or later, the beast, it will come for you, the madness. And you should be ready to, kind of looks around at the 4 of you, take steps when that time comes.
So what do you mean when you say the beast will come? So I'll...
Left unchecked, the curse, it turns you to madness in a number of years. 10 if you're lucky, it'd be 15. With the Bane, with the Taming, controlling your curse, you may have 20, 30 years, but inevitably madness will come for all of our kind. One day you will change, and you will not change back.
And what do you do with your kind after that?
He draws a finger across his throat. You trust that the beast comes for all of us.
Okay.
Surely there must be some sort of cure or...
Not as I know of it, but perhaps there is somewhere in the world.
That That's so
as I say,
sad.
the choice is yours.
And how long do I have if I don't?
Like I say, how long have you been cursed already?
Like 6 months, maybe more than that.
Some people get a decade if they're lucky. Some 15 on the outside.
I don't know what to say.
Well, it has its advantages. The Bane, you will be able to change at will. The full moon changes will not come over you. You won't lose yourself as you have been.
Does your group still hunt for a cure? Are you always actively looking for a cure?
Group, there is no centralized order. It is master and apprentice, and we help whoever we find.
And how did you learn of me?
It's strange animal attacks, coincidentally on the full moon. If you know what to look for, the signs aren't hard to find.
I mean, what choice do I have, really?
Everyone has a choice.
You said there was two of you. Are you the master or are you the apprentice?
I am the apprentice, the master, Terum. When you changed the other night, both of us, myself and Terum, we also changed to... well, you were about to do some untoward things, shall we say. A girl in a white dress, if you remember. Terum changed to fight you, and it seemed it was his last change. He did not change back.
Does that mean that she killed him, or does that mean that he's still out there?
As a beast, yes.
Oh, I see.
Trapped.
Oh, no.
The madness comes for all of us.
You said that normally you would, give him the old slits.
Brings me to the other reason why I'm here. I'm hoping if you wish to tame your dark side, that we might work together. Defeat Terum.
Is that a group? Is that a group invite?
More help would be welcome, yes. It will be quite a battle, I promise you. We have our tricks, our weapons, but all the same, it will be difficult.
I mean,
What do you
it's kind of Lily's
think, Lily?
call.
I mean, this guy seems to know what he's doing. Seems to know about
Does
your
he
kind.
seem like he knows
Oh,
what he's
yeah.
talking about?
Make an insight check.
15.
I don't want to climb over everything to whisper it to you, but you get the sense that he's...
Plug my ears.
Yeah, you get the sense that he's being honest.
Text message him.
Yeah, I was thinking about it.
Text.
Steaks.
You get the sense that he's being forthright with what he's told you.
Alright.
Doesn't seem evasive or...
Can I give an answer tomorrow? Because I'm really
yes.
tired.
Yes. tomorrow.
You just woke me up.
Apologies. This was meant to be a private conversation.
Okay. Well, it's okay.
Most people don't. They don't understand our kind.
Well, we've been traveling with her for a while now, and we've seen it happen.
Yes,
And I, for one, have always meant to...
done nothing to contain it.
Yeah, there were attempts.
Don't ask, don't tell.
Don't ask.
We might have a better way.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. This might be...
Although-
I feel like this is...
If
I
you
feel like we've come across might have been a good way to tame her. That pull and chain.
Or kill her.
that contain, possibly, but tame without the hunter's bane. As far as I know, there is no way to use the curse, only be used by it.
Like, those nights that you disappear, it's... I mean... personally, I was like, "Fuck, this is insane. We got to do something."
And then you just go back to bed.
And then I just go to sleep. See you in the morning. Last time you floated down the river.
Yeah, it's not a great feeling.
The Bane is quite an ordeal. If you wish to take it, I would recommend it at
Will
the end of
you-
the day. When,
Will you teach her how to
Enough
make
fighting.
this bane?
of course, yes, it will be up to her to administer it to others that she finds.
And then how long does the taming last? How long?
Until the madness takes you and you
Oh, I
return
see.
to the earth.
So
Okay.
it's kind of a inevitability.
Like I say, no one has ever survived the madness.
But no one's actively looking for a cure.
As far as we know, there is no cure to look for. Where to begin? How to begin?
Well, I happen to be a researcher. I love books. There's lots in books.
Yeah,
I'll
if someone's
work
gonna
on
find
it.
a cure, be this one.
We'll go to a library.
So, until then,
Yes. Can we discuss in the? I want to discuss with my.
of course, I
Group,
am.
and then-
Well, I will be downstairs in the common room.
Okay.
See me
In the
before
morning?
you leave. Yes.
Okay.
Again, sorry
What's your
to.
name, Ben?
I'm Ben.
Ben?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry to intrude. I understand how this must look.
Very creepy.
Well, yes, quite. Yes, I'll. Well, I'll just. And he slowly like backs up, closes the door behind him, and you can hear him not trying to be stealthy as he kind of walks down the stairs.
Well, that was
What do you think?
interesting.
There's more people like you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good to know you're not the only one.
It is good. I just I don't know how to feel. The good thing about it would be I'm controlling it because I always wake up the next day and I feel like shit because I don't know if I hurt somebody, and I'm always preaching that like tieflings aren't bad, and then I was like, I think I'm bad. It's not a good feeling.
Might be bad.
It's like I think yes, I'm considering it.
I mean, the only thing is you would have to take on this Tarum character. I mean, I don't know. I've never seen Lily in her other state, so I don't know like
I've never seen really
what kind of strength they have. I mean,
what I look like.
I don't know.
It sounds like we should help him because there's just a beast kind of. He made it sound like he's rampaging sort of. He doesn't have any control, and that's not good. So like, yes, I want to help, I guess.
Okay, well,
If that's okay with it.
we'll talk to everyone in the morning and
Yeah.
make a decision.
Well, I mean, and worst case is we can help him out with this, hear what he has to say, and make a decision after that.
Yeah.
Or we get him to teach you how to take the potion and then ditch him.
I feel like a bit of a support group for you, other than us, who absolutely have no real relation to it.
It seemed like he was here to help, not harm, which is nice.
Plus, if this creature is just running around the countryside, killing and fucking things up, then putting a stop to it might be good for everyone.
Yeah.
Or we follow him and collect all the gold that's hanging around. Just playing devil's advocate.
Good thing about taking it would be I can learn to sort of
Yeah.
control it instead of just ignoring it because that
Don't ask,
hasn't been
don't tell.
working.
Don't ask, don't tell.
I don't know. It's not really fair though. It sucks.
Well, I mean, we have to eventually go back to Boulder's Gate to collect our money, but I don't know. I assume he's not too far from here.
Yeah, we
We'll
can
have to talk to him about.
take a day,
Yeah.
2 days, track this creature down.
Yeah, I mean, no, I lost the paper. We got the paper with the signature.
Yeah, we got the
It's
signature.
in my pack somewhere. Yeah, and then anytime we go back to Baldur's Gate, we can always collect.
Yeah, we can collect our gold then.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'm on board.
I'm
So
on
am I.
board. I need a nap though.
Thanks, guys.
What is it exactly we're hunting?
We think,
Some kind of creature.
yeah.
I've never really.
We've never actually seen.
We've
I don't think you guys have
the-
seen.
No, the after
Again.
effects.
Yeah.
We just-
Lily usually just disappears.
You
Yeah.
know, learn a lot about you.
Can't go back after this, guys. Hope you still love me.
A little bit of
Okay.
a curse, okay?
Yeah, let's discuss in the morning, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah.
You guys go to sleep for the night?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sure. You awake the next morning.
Meditate for my.
Refreshed, healed.
Yes.
Level 3. Hey. Everyone hits level 3.
What does that
Level-
mean?
Roll your hit points.
about.
So do I roll 2 d12s now?
No, just one.
Oh.
What do we roll for hit points? Which one?
It's different for everybody. A
Ouch.
wizard is a d6. Wizard is a d6.
I think you're right.
You d12.
Hit points?
No.
Go!
Yours is a D10.
That was Come on, man.
The amount of the level, the amount of
It's just one dice every level.
is it?
Plus your constitution.
Come
Plus your
on,
constitution.
big money.
Money, big money, big money.
Ooh, that's pretty big money.
6 plus 2.
Oh man.
What'd you roll?
I don't know. I just skipped the border.
Well, that's what I rolled
Order.
too.
What is it?
That's weak. 2.
Oh, that's not low because we reroll ones.
I know. 2 plus Constitution.
Yeah.
That's 5.
Is it Constitution
does.
always? You add?
Yeah.
And this is
24.
for your.
Hit points.
6.
You're at 24.
Yeah.
I'm at 14.
You're a wizard.
You're a wizard.
I'm at 30.
Fighter.
I'm a wizard,
31.
Harry.
What are you at?
31 now.
Oh yeah.
I get new spells though.
So you get
No, and more
8
spells
total.
prepared.
Can I use your eraser again?
Oh, you hole punched out
actually-
one of my prepared
Thank you.
slots.
You're welcome. How many hit points you got over there?
24.
24. I got 25.
Oh shit.
You
Yeah.
should be frontline.
Front line.
Everybody's good. Everybody did their level. Everyone knows their level 3 stuff.
I got all my
it all
level 3
ready to go
stuff.
ahead of time.
Yep.
You'll wake up with this fantastical new suite of powers, completely unexplained.
I've got an explanation.
Okay, Holden. As you wake up this morning, what happens?
The shield that Bryn found for me. I've always felt this magical sort of energy from it, and Nola, my mentor from the past, she sort of touched upon like magic use as a fighter. But while our time in that place, at the time of the thing,
With those, I've never been to police.
no, it kind of suppressed all this stuff, and then again, Bryn found the shield for me, and it's kind of been like reawakening this energy inside of me,
Sure.
the magical
Yeah.
energy. I'll show you guys when we
You feel it this morning.
yeah,
Ooh.
invigorated.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Lily, you
Cool,
don't
cool,
have
cool.
your full suite of abilities yet.
Assume so. That's
No,
okay.
like that exhaustion's still on.
No,
Is that what
you're
saying?
not exhausted. You're healed up. You just don't. As we discussed previously, you do not have your full suite of level 3 abilities just yet.
Yeah, okay.
So you'll wake up, prepare your spells for the days, whatever you need. You take the time in the morning to prepare for the journey back to Baldur's Gate. Those of you who have to ready your spells for the day.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Can I make my way down to the bar?
Sure, you're not being woken up last night. You're the first one up.
I'm gonna go have brekkie.
Sure, it's.
What? I only needed 4 hours. I'm awake.
Seems to be mutton and just kind of basic oatmeal. Yeah, it's serviceable. 5 coppers for a nice little breakfast.
Is
Nothing fancy, but
do I
keeps you
see Arleneth?
You do see the wizard whose name you don't know. Yep. Appears to be awake. Just similarly eating breakfast, much like you are.
I greet him.
Sure.
Oh, they're still here.
And as you make your way down, there's a moment where he doesn't seem to recognize you. I'm sorry. The orc with the ale. Yes, yes, still here. That's right.
Did you drink all night?
All night. Yes. Yes.
I ignore him.
Fancy another ale, perhaps?
Sure.
Barkeep, a couple this way. Honey.
How are you paying for all these?
He kind of looks at the barkeep, and the barkeep kind of looks at you. He hasn't been paying. He said he was on your tab all night.
I don't have a tab here.
Though I'm pretty sure you do.
How many did he drink?
Kind of, you can see him going at the bars. Well, that could be 5 silver for the night's ales. You can see he holds up 10 fingers. When you're like, how many drink? He holds up 10, and then there's a second where he thinks 2 more come up.
Maybe search his house for some gold. I'm not paying for his tab.
You refuse to pay for stab?
Alright, I'll pay for his tab.
All right. That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
10 copper left.
And as you do, you're good. You're a good man.
And I'm gonna buy 2 more.
Sure. He slaps you on your big shirtless back. The rest of you do eventually come to consciousness.
I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna knock at the girls' doors.
Sure. I assume they're both
I'll
still
open
sleeping
it.
there.
Hey, you guys
No,
good?
I'll be awake by then because I only needed 4 hours.
You guys decent? You guys all right?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. I just
Yeah.
want to talk to you guys about the whole thing that happened last night.
Sure. What's
Lily,
up?
what are your thoughts?
Like,
I know you've been exhausted and we've been through a lot of shit lately, but now that you've had some time to think and rest,
Are you ready to commit or?
yeah, I think so. I just am having a hard time wrapping my head around like it being a forever thing that like I'm gonna
I mean, you
only
don't
live like 20 years.
You don't
I'm
have.
young.
Well, the way you described it to, if you don't take it, you'll live like 5 years.
Yeah.
And I mean, as far as he knows, there's no cure, but that doesn't mean there
that's
isn't a
true.
cure.
That's true.
but I mean, for
That's
me
true.
personally, like having a mentor teach you about stuff, I think is a great idea, right?
Yeah.
And whether or not we choose to trust him, he does have some insight on what's going on with you.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think I'm gonna tell him. Yeah, I think that's the right thing to do.
We better talk to
And like you
the rest of the group though, and make sure they're on board, because we still have to hunt down another member. Or
we're adventurers. There's bad things going on.
yeah, but we don't get money for this one. So I'm just throwing that out there.
Wow. I mean, we could always look at a job board in that area. Somebody ought to be troubled by these random beast slayings.
That's true. We should
Maybe,
get
I don't know.
a couple gold out of it.
Yeah, we can talk. Turmeric doesn't really know what's going on, so
Turmeric's always down.
yeah, I think he wouldn't have an issue. But
You know it.
filament. Yeah, I'm gonna go and see if I can find Ben. I just have a couple more questions.
Sure.
For
You do
him.
find him. He is just sitting in a chair in the far kind of corner of the common room. Appears to be sleeping, just kind of like sort of slouched over on himself.
Okay. Yes. So I'm gonna walk up and then.
Sure. And as you do, he opens one eye and kind of looks up at you, and raises his head. He goes, "Oh, good morning."
Good morning. I'm gonna take a seat, and so Ben, how do you feel about being in an order like yourself?
Well, the alternative is losing myself once a month, doing horrible things that I can barely remember.
Yeah,
This is preferable.
much better. Do you mind if I ask you how you go out? How did you end up?
Of course, like most people probably. I grew up in a little village just off the Dragon's Coast, actually. From the East Share, it's called. Mostly non-humans in the area, but we were left to ourselves, my family. Just simple farmers, and one day the beast came and it attacked my family, myself, and I survived when they did not. Ever since I was cursed. Change at the full moon.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm sorry that happened.
It is the story of most of us.
It's true. I never actually told my group how I became this way, but my story is very similar.
It kind of leans in. As you tell me.
Hard. Yeah, it's I still have nightmares from it. It's hard. All I remember is
The Bane will not get rid of the nightmares,
Yeah.
I'm afraid, but
I never described the lily before really good, but I have so from my attack, I remember waking up and this beast, whatever it was,
are you telling this to...
yeah,
Okay.
I guess
Are we there?
Ben?
I imagine I'm not there. With
Yeah.
You.
I don't
Can I
know.
hear it from the bar?
Breakfast table.
No, you and Arlith are
Yeah.
actively like your last couple ales that you literally spent. You turned your coin purse inside out and dumped your coppers on the bar tab on the counter.
I'll be down the bar from you, just eating porridge, just watching.
And he does lean in, so if you don't want anyone else to hear this conversation, no one else has to.
Where are you two?
But they can. It's up to
I
you.
would
It's
be,
my room.
I
How loud
wanted
do
to
you
go
want
up to Arlith and chat with him about magic.
Okay,
So
they're by themselves.
Yeah, I'll just tell Ben
Sure.
for now. So I just remembered waking up and this thing was on top of me and it took a bite or a scratch out of my neck, and you can see my scar. It goes all the way down. And
He kind of he doesn't touch you or anything, but he kind of oh, yes, I see, and he kind of draws it out with his
Yeah.
finger.
And then it went for my stomach, and then I just remember blacking out, and it felt like forever, but I just kept going in and out, and I could hear my family screaming, and I couldn't move, and then I woke up and managed to drag myself out of bed, and that was
That is how it is for most of us.
Yeah.
Similarly, flashes are all I remember. Blood and
yeah.
tearing of flesh. It is not a easy life, but better this way, I think. There's always a choice, though.
Yeah, I think my answer is going to be yes, just because it's not a great feeling to have this thing control my actions. So, yes. I'd like
Very
to
well.
take the bane.
I have it prepared. You can administer it whenever you wish. It will be a bit of an ordeal. You might be out of it for a day or so. But it is a simple enough concoction.
Okay.
And if you are sure you want to do this, then we will do this.
Yes, let's do it.
Right now, or he kind of looks
I don't
around at the rest of the bar.
What do
perhaps-
you mean messed up? Am I...
Like similar to a fever, you will be barely conscious for the better part of the night, 8 to 10 hours.
Okay. So maybe better in the evening, like you said?
Yes, like I said
Okay.
last night, last thing in the day, perhaps.
Then we will do that tonight.
If you're heading to where Baldur's Gate, I think you said, it is more or less on the way. It was whatever village you found. You can see him kind of thinking, Pirn, I think it's called.
Here?
Yes, Pirn. Little village, a few hours out of Baldur's Gate. our kind can move quite fast, so it could be a ways from where you first changed, but
Okay.
it is close.
And do you know where Taram is?
We will have to track him, but he was in the area. Yes, I don't think his trail will be hard to find, shall we say.
And so you're saying I attacked the village?
You were about to, yes.
Oh my gosh.
Taram and I, luckily, we changed and fought you. You were quite fierce, I'll say.
I feel so bad.
You did not do any
Oh,
harm. We
goodness.
stopped the worst of it.
That's
Nobody
true.
died, shall we say.
Yeah, that's good.
But yes, it is, as I say, quite fierce. You two who are over with Arlith drinking.
Me as well.
Sure.
Can I?
This quiet conversation is happening kind of in the back part of the
Sketchy.
common room of the bar.
Arlith, I hear you're quite a powerful wizard.
I don't know about how powerful, but a wizard in my time, certainly.
Have you taken on any apprentices?
I don't remember.
Maybe Richard.
May have. You can see him thinking. I can't. I'm not sure.
Have you like? Would you be interested in taking on an apprentice?
You wish to learn the arts of artificing and tinkering and making things?
I'm very interested in all facets of magic.
I could perhaps try to teach you something. Any particular spells or what are you trying to? So the time, a point of order in the game. You, Bryn, would know this, being level 2 and having learned spells before. You do need specific material components to copy spells, certain quality paper and magical ink, and it is usually in the hundreds of gold.
Right.
Learning a new spell is by no means a quick little, hey, just tell me how to fireball. It is I'm going to spend, a day or two of very careful study, and it is quite expensive.
Yeah. So basically, I'm just trying to root out what knowledge he has.
He could given the materials, you think he could probably teach you any spell that he knows in his spellbook.
Okay.
Assuming you have the paper and the ink.
Yeah,
of course.
I don't with me. I do have the paper and ink right now. I just does it count?
Do you have the paper?
I do because I had a scholar's pack.
That would not be.
Doesn't count?
No,
I have to buy it.
Yes, it is special,
Separately.
expensive.
Okay.
Look up how to copy scrolls out of spellbooks.
I did
exactly
look it up before, but
Yeah,
okay. You have to buy it separately.
It is an ordeal. Yeah.
Okay. Basically, so Arlith, I am very interested. Unfortunately, I don't have the stuff with me now, but if I were to come back,
Of course.
I'd be interested.
perhaps
What
interested
school of
in-
magic do you follow?
All
the-
sorts, particular speciality in necromancy, but
And
and he
necromancy.
kind of looks around. He's at the.
Yeah, it's
This is
very
sort of
hush
a-
hush.
It's a bad word.
Yeah.
In this part of the world.
I also dabble in that area a little bit.
A fellow practitioner.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Yes, I'm very interested in life and death.
Of course, maintaining the balance and all
Yes.
that. Yes, of course.
Very much so.
Well, if you bring me the paper and the inks, we could, I think, have a very fruitful conversation.
Perfect. I will keep that in mind. I'm sure we'll be back.
Yes, I'm sure I'll remember. What was your name?
Bryn.
Bryn. Yes, of course. Yes, I'm Arlith.
Yeah.
Arlith. He reaches out a shaking hand, shake your hand. Probably for like the 4th or 5th time. He's kind of reintroduced himself almost every conversation, it seems.
Perfect. Well, I'll let you back to your ale.
Oh, yes, of course. Would you? They're quite good. Would you care to join?
I'm okay for
me in
now.
I'm done with you.
Well,
I'm
would you?
gonna walk out of the bar.
Oh, wait, before you leave, I want to have a conversation with you.
With me?
Yeah.
So as you're like stomping out, holding like tugs on your, I was gonna say shirt, but your belt,
My
I
nipple?
guess.
Yeah.
Your nipple.
Hey.
From where you're from, did any of your like tribes people have any legends of wear things?
Wear clothes?
Like lycanism,
Wearing
lycanthropy.
Like therapy? There's been a lot of
Changelings.
people in my tribe that have very hard times and had to talk with other people about it? Yeah. Yes.
When have there
We've had
been
that.
any legends of
Just arms crossed, so certain. Yes. We have many.
people who have been cursed
Oh my gosh.
and I suppose have turned into beasts?
I don't know.
No, we might.
Everybody.
I'm just asking because we might be headed into that territory.
Really?
As
Sounds
a
like a
sage,
good
would
battle.
I have any?
Yeah, I thought you'd be down.
I'm down.
I totally thought
Let's
you'd be
go
down.
find this right now.
But settle down. We
I'm ready.
Settle
I'm just
down.
Let's
trying-
start roaring.
And as you do, Arlen's, what is it? What is it?
trying to get you caught up here.
As I hear the roaring, that'll be what drags me out of my room and down.
Sure. You don't know what's happening. You just see.
Yeah, no, I run to the top of the stairs and look around, holding on to my short sword or my rapier, sorry.
And look up to Lube and like, bro, we're looking for the beast.
Okay.
Well, is it here?
I don't know.
No.
Can everyone quiet down? He's enough yelling in the bar. The barkeep is like trying to like enough of this nonsense.
Just a little bit of heads up. That's what happened last night.
Oh, something happened last night.
Yeah, you was sleeping.
Was it dangerous? Was something?
Potentially.
Someone get hurt?
Almost.
Everyone's okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Good.
I'm gonna walk out of the bar.
Is anyone else doing anything down here in the common room? Loop is now awake. You see Lily and the person you met last night huddled together close in this private conversation. You see Turmeric yelling to the heavens. Arlith is drunk, much like you left him.
It's first thing in the morning?
Yeah, it's like 6 a.m. The barkeep is like, quiet down, like calling for people to settle the fuck down this early.
Do I get the idea that Arlith went to sleep?
It's hard to tell. Probably not. It's hard to tell.
Okay, I'll just head down and join everyone at the bar.
Sure. Does anybody have anything else they want to do here this morning?
I don't know. Lily, what's the plan?
So I said yes. So we're gonna do this tonight. Ben, I didn't ask. Are you gonna tag along with us? Is that okay?
I lost my accent. Find it. I can travel with you. Yes, if that is what you require.
Yeah, I think were we wanting to go back to Boulders? Okay.
It is on the way, more or less. Yes.
I wasn't there, but I think
sorry.
you mentioned.
Yeah, so if we want to start traveling, and then we'll do the thing tonight, and then whatever tomorrow brings, I guess.
Ben, what exactly is the thing that you guys are going to be doing?
The taming
Yeah.
is just a potion that you drink. Well, you don't drink, but you drink, and there will be a very, shall we say, rough night, akin to fever, dreams, tossing, turning, sweating, and in the morning, well,
You say tossing and turning. Is that just like a natural turning, or is it going to be a bad type of
no,
night
not the change. I see what you mean. No, like much like a fever. She will seem very ill for tonight, but by the morning the fever will break, and she will be different than she was yesterday.
And you assure us that this is the way?
Are you watching Mandalorian?
No.
You're not, hey?
No.
This is the way.
Get that, though.
Fucking Mandalorian meme all over. You can't. Winter is coming.
And walks Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
You have seen that.
Yeah, I guess, but I don't recall it. I fall asleep every
Yes,
episode.
yes, he looks at you and says, "This is the way."
How far is this city?
You're not gonna say it?
How far is this city?
It is a city, generous to call it that. A village.
Village.
Not far. The first night you made camp, she changed and ran on foot. So 3 or 4 hours off your path.
Okay.
Are we all the same type of beast? Or are we all different depending on what?
Different. Yes. Terum, he resembles a bear. I resemble a rat or a mouse. But you, I'm
What do I? Yeah.
not quite sure what you resemble. I've seen many of our kind, but not one quite like you.
Wow, I'm special, guys.
I like it.
That's cool.
So I'm just thinking how this would work, because I assume Tarum is near the village.
I would assume, yes.
And so Lily needs to take the potion for one night.
It will be, yes, at least say 10 to 12 hours.
And
that
she will
she'll
be like out of it. So if it's only a couple hours away.
It was why I recommended it last night. I
Yeah.
understand why it was perhaps too sudden, shall we say.
Yeah. So I'm just thinking, like, do we want to, because if we travel there, then we can't do anything for one night until Lily is feeling better.
Well, it'll just be one whole night, like a rest.
Yeah, but there's a monster running around.
Well, we can deal with the monster, and then if it takes us a couple days to find it,
to
then,
find it.
I mean, we don't have to drink this potion right away,
That's true.
right?
I think we have to.
Right, Ben?
I think we have to.
If
Would want to.
she wishes to use her abilities, she will want to.
What if we just drink it on our way?
Yeah. Can you turn into a horse?
Why don't we just? We got so much rope, we can tie you up. You know,
I don't want to get tied up.
and then you drink the potion.
I'm just gonna be like sick. I'm not gonna be.
You didn't get that
feverish.
backpack done yet,
Yeah.
hey?
No, we gotta go pick that backpack up.
She's just gonna be feverish. She's gonna be out of commission for the night. I figure.
We could
We do this on the woods.
stay one more night.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Cracked oak.
Yeah.
Their rooms here seem expensive.
I'm sure we could perhaps. And he kind of looks at the barkeep. Negotiate for a better rate. And the barkeep kind of shakes his head back over. No,
This guy's a stone wall.
that's hard bargain.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think we would be safe if we traveled today, made camp tonight,
Sleep in the woods
sleep in the woods?
safer
near
Yeah, we could-
Terum. I would not recommend it.
Okay, so straight here. I
See
guess.
if Coinspa has any chores that need to be done. I suppose. Make ourselves
Make some
useful.
gold. I'd like to make some
Like-
gold.
When fucking Kale doesn't go farming.
Also, I need to search for a fortune teller.
I'm drinking. Crunk.
Indeed.
Oh, it turns out Kale's still in the bar also.
Okay.
I'd also like to hunt for a fortune teller before our next adventure.
Oh, you hear all that? Divination, fortune telling. I am.
Oh, you're familiar.
Oh, intimately so.
Oh, perfect. That's just what I was looking for.
Is this kale?
Arlith.
Arlith. I need my fortune read.
Of
Before our
course,
next
of course. What? Any particular questions or? I should warn you, the answers aren't always what you want to
What I
hear.
seek.
This is.
So we're gonna venture off.
What else is happening? Well,
Yeah, let me
she's
think.
like negotiating her fortune
wanna go?
reading.
I'm gonna be
Totally not a
outside,
charlatan.
swinging my sword around.
You boys want to go figure out what can be done
Making it
around this
sing.
town?
Yeah, sure. I'll go for a walk.
Yeah.
Sure.
The boys are gonna go look around town, see
Sure.
what we can get up to. The boys on the town.
Say, what are the boys looking for? Fucking diabolical.
I don't know.
There's not a lot going on. Like, you guys have. There's just kind of no people in Cornspar. It's a very, very small village, and you get the run that it is farm. You get the idea that it is farmers or the odd couple people who seem to sit in the bar.
Gonna be something fun to do around here.
You want to spar?
You and me?
Oh yeah.
You guys gonna kill a day? The idea is kill a day in corn spar,
Yeah.
and then tonight.
Take the potion.
Mm-hmm.
How would you like to spend your days?
You want to battle?
I got some new shit.
Let's
Test it out.
go.
Ooh, I wanna do
Test
some
it
too.
yourself.
You guys are gonna fight?
Fight, I guess.
Yeah.
Says the barkeep. Says the barkeep as he walks up. Hey, you two are
We'll take it outside.
fight. I might put say 5 silver on the big one there. And he kind of gestures over to Turmeric, and you can hear this old dwarf at the bar that you've seen every day.
Got some action.
I'd put a gold on the big one.
Someone bet against me.
So here's someone else too. Arla's. I'd 10 gold on the big one. And he's I don't think he has any money, but. You guys gonna fight or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a slow, like a circle of these people putting money that everyone's giving to the bartender who's taking odds and. All right, anyone else here want in on the action? They fight the big man here, and he doesn't even have a sword, but
To fight the big man.
she'll be fighting. You're gonna fight the big man.
Yeah, I'm gonna fight the big man too.
Okay. Well,
Next,
this
second round.
first bout.
Round 2.
All right.
Okay, yeah.
Anyone else? There's a couple people from the bar. You come up and give them various coins and things.
No one wants to bet.
I have no money.
money.
You guys are just gonna
I don't have any money.
Yeah, it's more like
Okay.
friendly spa.
Roll initiative, I guess.
Smart.
I don't know. Maybe take a percentage.
How do you guys want to do? Do you want to really round for round attack, or do you want to have
Yeah.
a like sparring match as an event, and we'll do an opposing check? Or do you really want to deal HP damage and like take each other down to the fucking
Well, we're going to bed after
1
this.
HP? Do you yield? Like
Yeah, let's fight for it. Like,
roll initiative.
I'm gonna get like a good spot right by the action here.
Sure. And the barkeep was like, take it outside. Take it outside.
12.
11.
Okay.
Oliver's moving away so
Yeah.
you can get.
Yeah.
As you two square up
Action.
in the village in the middle of the village square where there's this big empty open space, this open field.
Ooh, I'm gonna boom my voice
Sure.
when we're outside.
Some action going.
And I'll use I'm gonna use my cantrip. My prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation.
Can I do like
fireworks?
yeah, not fireworks, but like little sparks, I guess it would be.
Sparks again, little light.
Little like
Yeah, totally. Yep.
little sparks to make it all exciting.
And you can see a couple people from around the village who are out in the fields are being drawn by whatever's happening and slowly making their way over. Turmeric, you go first. What would you like to do? The two of you in the center of this field, this grass, just short, kind of trimmed grass that you're standing on.
Yeah, and it's blowing in the wind.
More and more people are kind of gathering in this big circle around you.
I'm going to.
You can hear Arliss, fucking kill him!
Calm down, Arla.
I'm gonna roar out and rage.
You don't even have
Sure.
any money.
Then I'm gonna recklessly.
Okay.
Come on, you big orc, let's go!
I miss everything.
You miss?
Yeah.
Okay. His sword comes down, and easily enough, you step to the side, hold him. As it hits the ground, it's your turn.
What's she have? 34?
Dude, you don't have to answer that.
Yeah, you know.
You don't have to answer that.
Answer that.
I don't answer.
He looks healthy.
I don't answer.
I feel well rested. Having nice
Pencil ran out of lead. Thank you.
Okay, how did you attack?
A sword
sword, and I swung down at you and missed.
to kill. It looked like.
Easy. Yeah, so I just sidestepped that because he's slow and stupid.
Use your powers.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of this. Don't forget to use your powers.
My new powers don't help me.
You can call the birds.
It only
Forces of
help-
nature!
Help my allies.
Assist me!
I step aside, like it's an easy thing to step aside.
Yeah.
And then I bring my shield up like this, and then cast Thunder Wave.
Oh!
Oh my god.
That's a Constitution save
Yeah.
from Turmeric.
Thunder
Yeah.
Wave
Give me a
is wild.
it's a constant.
Use your phone.
Got it?
5e on it. It is a Constitution save
Yeah.
from Turmeric.
What are you looking for?
Thunder Wave.
Underway.
I give this move Danger Sense, which doesn't help.
Does not help in this case, no. Constitution save, failed save, a successful save for half damage and not pushback.
6.
Probably does not beat your
No. My
spell DC.
DC.
Okay.
What is it? My damage? No.
Your spell save
No, what does
DC.
DC stand for again?
Difficulty class.
Difficulty class, and it's slow. No, but it doesn't. And I deal you
2d8.
2d8.
Gosh, darn.
Big damage.
Just
roll
it twice. Roll it
Me
twice.
too. I just want to see. 8, 9.
9
9 points of damage, and you're pushed back 10 feet as this shield comes up, and this huge, like, sonic wave basically just
God.
pushes you back with your sword in the ground as you slide 10 feet.
Take that, orc.
Your ears rain, a little trickle of blood from one ear.
How's that new shit?
Doesn't help because I have no allies.
There's like 4 people in the crowd, so you're like, woo!
Holden can be both your ally and enemy at the same time, right?
Do you want to attack yourself? You'll have advantage.
Are you attacking him again?
Yeah, I'm gonna run up to him.
Sure.
Run back that 10 feet.
Give me a pencil.
20.
Probably
hits.
it.
Holy shit.
Hit
How are you attacking?
with my sword.
With a 20?
Yeah.
With a 20. That hits. I'll take that hit.
Yeah, you will.
Deal damage.
4, 5, 7.
7. It's a big slash that you
That
take
is.
across your chest. And you can hear Ben, holy, they're really going for it. Like looking around to the people around them.
My turn, hey?
Yeah.
Okay, I take that one. And I want to swing at him with my shield. And I attack for 7.
To hit?
Yeah.
You do not hit.
No, that sucks.
Probably not good enough.
Nope.
As he catches your shield, as you're bringing the point forward, he just catches the tip.
Okay.
I laugh in his face. And I'm gonna attack again. Ooh, 20. Natural 20.
Natural 20!
Cast
That
shield.
was
I
how
cast
old
shield
you
on
got.
this one.
What does that
Yeah, it's
do?
a reaction
Okay. Remember, you have to say before. I'm sure it says before if we say hit or miss,
No, I think it's a reaction.
It's a reaction.
In it.
but it probably still says before you say hit or miss. Reaction just means you can only do it once per turn. Just double check that one.
No, shield is good.
No, I
Shield
think-
you can do after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does shield do?
But it's not gonna matter.
It
Oh
stops
yeah, it
the
doesn't
crit,
because it gives me
but it's still.
it gives me +5 bonus AC.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
it doesn't get rid of the roll at
14,
all.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
That is not how you described that ability working to me. You told me it was disadvantage.
No, that's protection.
Oh, what is this?
Shield is a.
The spell.
Yeah, it's a spell.
Oh, I'm sorry. When you said shield, I was just thinking.
Sorry.
Sorry about that.
So shield is a spell
Plus
that I can
4,
do. It gives
think.
me +5 AC.
+5.
Yeah. But that actually doesn't.
Yeah,
help
it
me.
doesn't help.
Yeah, because I still have to add my
Does shield say before hit or miss?
strength
How
and
does it say? One reaction, which you take when you are hit by an attack or targeted by a magic missile spell. So it doesn't really say.
Blocks magic missile. The hit by an attack would be after you say hit or
by
miss.
an
Yeah.
attack,
Yeah.
But what do I? 2, 14. Hang on.
Yeah, it would only
2,
help
12,
if it-
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
How's everyone had
19.
natural 20 anyways? I think your hit regardless.
I think it is hit regardless.
It doesn't. We don't have to worry
So
about
then-
it because it doesn't actually make it up there.
Yeah.
It's only 19 your AC, and that's a 20 anyways.
Okay. So
Plus bonuses. Plus
I
the
see.
25
So
to hit.
my
So then it's sort of on me to kind of figure that out before I even cast it.
Well, no, because I'll tell you it hits because it says after you've been hit. So I'll tell you if it hits or not. You'll know, I guess. Shield, you'll always know.
Yeah.
You should never accidentally. You know the numbers with shield, so you would know that you wouldn't waste shield here.
Okay, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
waste shield there. I'm just gonna get clubbed.
Yeah, that makes sense.
so I have Savage Attack, which
Just level 3, I think.
Oh, I have advantage against him too because of his
Being a half.
reckless.
That's.
yeah.
Oh yeah, you do. Don't forget. He hasn't. He has not raged. He has been recklessly attacking. Okay.
I think he's raged. You've raged.
Yeah, I
But
raged at the very beginning.
Did you also reckless? Yeah, you did.
Did you say you raged?
Yeah.
Did you add 2 to all your damage?
I did not.
I don't think you did.
We
Yeah, I
got
don't think you
that
added the
last
2 to your
one.
damage.
Yeah.
So
You're lucky.
you should be
Yeah,
two.
I am
You should be
lucky.
2 lower.
Fine.
If he said it, you should be 2 lower.
But then you should get advantage on your.
Also, yes.
That is correct. That we can't redo though.
Yeah.
The 2 we can redo. The advantage. we can't.
Bullshit.
So this is a crit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Melee attack, roll weapon damage 1 additional time, and
Yep.
add to extra damage.
Yep. Or you can double the dice, whichever you prefer.
So you roll 3d8.
3?
Dang! Which one's a D8?
Stop this violence.
Yeah.
This senseless violence.
7, 10, 12,
no.
plus my
Holy!
additional 2,
Oh,
14, plus my strength. 3, 17
17 damage.
damage.
That's 17 damage?
Massive long sword just fucking stabs you clean through the chest and comes out your back. Oh, I thought we were sparring.
Is that 17 damage?
Yeah.
1 and a 7. Yeah, you're fucked up.
Can I hit him with my pummel?
Yeah, use the blunt end.
There's no blunt end
You're
to my
taking 17
sword.
no matter what.
Yeah.
Whether it's he
that-
breaks your nose or
Knocks me out.
stabs you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you
knocks me out.
unconscious?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
So as Turmeric
Shit.
catches the shield, is like, rah, forces it down. He's whoosh, stabs Holden, who
Blunt is pummel.
Pummel. I pummel him.
you pommel him.
Pummel strike.
Fine. Then you
Right in the face.
completely shatter his nose and jaw, and it's just blood pouring down as he goes over backwards.
Oops, I raged too hard.
And there's this like moment of quiet from the few people watching, and then you hear Arla who's like,
Oh my.
oh goodness.
I'll get up very slowly from where I'm watching this fight. Kind of do like a little stretch, and then like leisurely walk over there and cast Cure Wounds on Holden.
yeah, go ahead.
Thank you, sir.
Level 2.
Holy.
For 12 points of healing.
Gosh, dang it.
Wow.
You
That's
wake
nice.
up, your nose knitted back together, your jaw healed. You're still covered in your own caked, plastered blood. But
Holy
I celebrate with you.
great beast. What a boy.
What a battle.
Yeah, that was something else. How about that thunder wave?
Oh yeah, that
Feel
was
that one?
yeah, tickled.
Alright, that's fair. That's fair.
Tickled right on my
Yeah,
nips.
so did that last one. Tickle.
I believe it.
is anybody else doing anything this morning? These two have fought. It took about 18 seconds and Holden went down.
No.
Yeah, we're in. Night falls. Fast forward to night. Kill time around the town. The sun goes down. I would assume you all meet back in the inn. Pay your 1 gold 5 to
Well, she's gonna take the
stay another night
potion,
if
I
you
think.
wish. Yeah, it'll be another gold and 5 silver for the
I'll
rooms
throw
again.
in the gold.
Okay.
I can throw him 5 silver.
That's all
Thank you
my
kindly.
money. I have nothing left.
Turmeric is
Yeah, me
tapped.
too.
I am broke. Someone should have bet on the fight, and we
had
could have
no
blew
money.
it,
We had no
and
money.
then won all that gold.
Pooled our money together and won 2 gold, 4 silver.
That would have been more than what we have now.
It's true.
We should have collected the money ourselves, and then
Yeah,
we
no
should just
kidding.
run.
Ran away.
Run with the money.
Bandits.
Yeah. Bandits.
I assume you all make your way up to your rooms.
Yep.
Probably get ready for bed for the night. Before you all do turn in, you can hear the knock on your door. Lily and Bryn. You would assume Ben as he
Hello.
and he opens the door and lets himself in and closes it behind. Is anyone else there? You three are staying in your room for tonight, or what's the plan?
I'll see what's going on. See if there's any way to help or
Yeah. I
Anyone who
kinda
wants to
too.
be there can be there.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
Sleepover.
So you could save 5 silver on a room if you guys would want
Yeah, you might as well just.
to use that room. Thrifty Adventures. It's up to you. But you do all gather in Lily and Bryn's room for the evening, and Ben makes his way in, and looking around at all of you. So, are we ready?
Is there anything we need to know before she takes this potion?
No, she may thrash and toss and turn. It'll be similar to bad dreams, but
Should we tie her down?
that shouldn't be necessary, I wouldn't think.
I'll put my rope back.
That's for the best. That's 70 feet of rope, an odd number. Anyways, and you can see he goes in his dirty little leather pants box. He pulls out just a little tiny vial. So this is the Bane, a simple mixture, hemlock. I actually do have it written down somewhere. Because you will have to know how to make this, so this is the only time I'm going to tell you this campaign. You may want to write this down. I will never say it again.
Okay.
It is a mixture of hemlock, nightshade, and the blood of one of our kind.
Nightshade.
The cursed, fatal to anyone who doesn't share our affliction. So,
Can you use your own blood?
well, in this case, I did. Yes, yes, your blood will work for future.
Okay.
But like I say, very toxic to those who aren't like you and I.
Got it. Don't share.
and what's this called?
It's the Hunter's Bane.
And how much of each ingredient?
1 part to 1 part to 1 part.
Okay.
Well, if you are ready,
I'm ready.
there's nothing for it. He gives you the vial, drink it, and happy trails. And as you do drink it, at first you don't really feel anything. You just feel kind of normal, looking around, just a little bit of muted conversation around the room. And you do kind of start to feel a little bit feverish, like you said, and kind of the itch on the back of your eyes almost, the kind of pallid, cool sweat coming down your forehead. And eventually it is almost just like a lethargy that comes over you. You're just tired. You know, your arms are full of lead. You want to lie down. And you do. And as he promised, it is a fitful sleep. For those watching, Lily appears to toss and turn. She's very pale. Even her. What color of a tiefling are you? Red?
I am white with red, like hue almost,
Okay.
but like white.
Okay.
Or yeah.
And you kind of your white, your cream colored skin takes on almost like a greenish hue. There are parts through the night where you roll over and just vomit onto the floor. Like it's pretty rough from the outside. Lily, you who are experiencing it, it's very much like changing. You just remember kind of these flashes, times from your most recent transformation. This white dress, the sound of wet footsteps in the mud, something running. It is all very disorienting. But morning does eventually come. For anyone who's still awake, probably mostly fallen asleep, just sort of watching over. But morning does eventually come, and you wake up. You're not exhausted. You do feel weak and shaky, and like Ben promised, you do feel different. You will now be able to change at will.
Cool.
Yes. You now may control. Let me tell you exactly how you may control your beast form. want to say it's twice a long rest, maybe, to start with.
Twice a short rest.
Well, that's pretty powerful.
It is, absolutely it is. I think
I wrote it.
that's on the, yeah.
Yeah,
And I have
it'll be
it
under
here too.
your lycanthropy order. Order
Yeah.
the lichen. You just took the taming. So you have your advantage on wisdom checks at rely on hearing and smell now.
Twice.
Forever. You always have really good hearing and really good smell now.
Forever.
Forever. You're in tune with your beast sense. You're
Cool. So
as you wake up.
advantage on. Is it advantage?
Yep.
Would it be?
On wisdom, on perception checks that rely on hearing or smell. So as you wake up, it's very strange where you can hear people downstairs walking. You can hear the barkeep preparing a meal in his kitchen. You can smell the ale in a stale cup from downstairs. As an action, you may transform into your hybrid form. It lasts 10 minutes, yada, yada, yada. You should know all that. You can use this feature twice. You regain when you finish a short or long rest. So there you go. Twice per rest now. You may assume your hybrid form.
Cool.
Which is kind of halfway. It's not all the way change into the beast. It is not all the way tiefling. It is kind of halfway between.
That
you
is
wake
cool.
up, and kind of as you do, as you wake up, you can see most people are kind of sleeping, like nodded off around you. But you can see Ben is awake and looking at you, and he kind of nods. So you survived.
I did. I feel like shit.
Good. And it's just kind of you and him awake right now, looking around at your companions. I didn't like my odds if you had failed the taming. It is dangerous for our kind. Not everyone will survive it, but
Survive the bane?
yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I thought it best to maybe
Not to tell me.
Yes.
Trickster.
But you did keep it in mind.
Okay. Well, that's good. I'm happy I survived.
You are one of us now. You are bound by our tenets. If you find one of our kind, you must help them, give them the choice. We can take the taming, or the alternative is we are eliminated. But everyone has the choice.
Well, do we have a cool handshake?
We could perhaps come up with one right now. Perhaps, like, imagine the wolf's, we make the wolf's head, and like the wolf's head meets, here meet my, now you, we make them touch, and we say, too sweet! And the wolf says, it's the wolf pack. Too sweet.
I like it.
Yes.
All for the handshake.
Perhaps we should not say it, that'll be between us, but
Okay.
the wolf said, that's our secret handshake.
Okay.
Perfect.
So we had a Metal Gear last game.
Yeah.
What do you? Come on.
I'm gonna look around me and see the vomit.
Yeah. Kind of. It was kind of like
Weird.
coming to waking up here. Kind of. It is morning. Everybody's waking up. You are all, we'll say, now awake in the room. Ben is there. Lily is awake. Doesn't look great, but is conscious. Pale.
How'd it go? How'd you
sallow.
feel?
I
How'd you
don't
go?
feel great.
Are you
but
stronger
I'm okay.
now?
I don't know. I feel.
My muscles.
You don't know if you're stronger, but you can smell and hear much,
Yeah.
much better than you could last night.
I can smell your yesterday morning's breath. I can smell what you had for breakfast yesterday. It's pretty cool.
Yes.
It was mutton.
You stink.
If you wanted to impress him with that knowledge, you can smell mutton on his breath from yesterday.
Are you good?
Yeah, I'm okay. I feel okay.
Ready to hunt this beast?
Yes, I am.
Do we need anything special to
don't know.
hunt this?
Do we need anything special then?
Well, no, but here, take these. And he hands out these little, you're not sure what they are, little leather pouches, and he gives you each one of them. And as you take them, you can feel, they feel like they're full of some kind of sand, almost, dust. And as you look at it, it does appear to be some metallic dust of some kind. silver dust. Rub it on your weapons. It's not as good as a silver weapon, but better than nothing.
Okay.
Regular weapons, they work, but not very well.
Okay.
So our mission is to kill this beast?
I think so.
Do we chop its head off? Do we?
We may well have to, yes.
What does it look like?
Well, it's very large and very fast. Imagine a bear,
A bear?
but much smarter and faster.
So a smart, fast bear.
This guy is half naked. Like, does he need clothes? Or like...
Why would I need clothes?
Well, because like if it scratches you, is that a...
This is armor.
Is he
This is
already wearing
well-trained armor.
Okay.
You've also put armor on him too.
Well,
at
that
one
was
point.
mage armor, but I don't think that... Does that protect him from scratches? I guess.
Why? What is scratching got to
And
do
all
with
of
it?
his abilities. He's a natural barbarian.
Would you
Okay.
suggest that I
Good
be
concern.
in
Well,
my
I mean, like-
hybrid form, like when we fight, or can I?
That might
What do
be
you
necessary,
think? Okay.
yes. You will have to track him. Your new ability should help with that. But it
You're not going to help me
advisable.
track him?
Well, of course I
Okay,
will help
sorry.
you fight, but it is considered an initiation. Our first tenant, do you remember?
Yes.
What is it?
Track the beast.
Exactly.
Cool.
Yeah, it's cool. Okay.
So, shall we depart?
Let's track the
Onward.
beast.
Oh, track the beast.
All right.
Track the beast.
Track the beast.
You all set out to leave Cornspar, head back the way you came?
I think so.
Sure. And as you set out, Ben in tow, it is morning, early morning, as you begin to retrace your steps back to Baldur's Gate, sort of waiting for Ben to tell you when to veer off the path. It is a very nice day. The sun is out. Appears to be quite warm, and by all means, you would think an easy day of travel. And we will pick up there next time.
I still have that pole and chain, right?
Do you?
Yeah, because
Sure.
I don't know. Or
Yeah. As you're about to leave, there's a minute where you like.
pick it up.
Yeah, have to run have to run back, and then you come back slowly, like cradling this 200-pound bar and chain.
And somebody else has the mysterious orb. I don't have
I
it
have the orb.
anymore.
The mechanical orb.
Groovy. We'll pick up there next Sunday at 5 p.m.
Ish.
Rolling Reckless, episode 4 will be on the air. Come and join us then. Thank you very much to all the players
Sweet.
for playing tonight. We got to wrap this up a little bit quickish because we got to eat and then do a podcast this evening, apparently. Thanks so much for joining us. Like I said, we'll be back in a week's time. If you want us a live recording of Rolling Reckless episode 4, you can find this on its own feed now, called Rolling Reckless everywhere: iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, that weird tune-in app that nobody uses, everywhere.
Stitcher?
Even Stitcher, yes, even Stitcher. So subscribe to the new feed because it will not appear on the Talking Reckless feed anymore. If you would like to support the show or get involved in creating this campaign, head on over to patreon.com/Talking Reckless Podcast, where I run a stream called the DM's Guild, where when Holden asked Arlith if he made the basement, and I thought Oliver asked Matt if he made the basement. And I was like, well, yes, we did. On the DM's Guild, you could join us and make the next basement that they have to run through for next time. So thank you very much, everybody, for joining us, for all your support. Patreon.com/Talking Reckless Podcast is a full-time job, so I very much appreciate all the support that comes through over there, helping me make all these Dungeons and Dragons and video game podcasts and things. If you're listening live...
You kicked my ass.
Yeah.
I thought you just hit him in the balls. If you're listening live, we'll be back on in about 2 hours for a Talking Reckless podcast, give or take. So I hope you join us for that. Otherwise, we'll see you in a week's time. Thanks for watching. Hope you find time for some D&D of your own in this next week. We'll see you in a bit for a podcast. Thanks for watching, everybody.